This channel is sponsored by Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box that's always filled with surprises for gamers and geeks alike. If you're interested, go to lootcrate.com/hawk525 and after choosing your crate, type in promo code HAWK525 for a 10% discount. The link and promo code will be in the description box below. Thanks guys, and hope you enjoy the show. Getting record.
Alright, putting the hitbox down. Opening my phone.
Although funny enough, I do have my phone still open because there's a summon ticket thing.
Oh.
But
I still have to I'm still working on I don't know how many quests there are for the main line in part 1. I'm gonna be spending lots and lots of fruit probably getting all these materials.
It's okay. They throw out fruit like candy.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure all the summer servants I got have essential materials and skill materials. That's all that's important.
Just seashells, I think, are the primary ones that you should be worried about.
Yeah, everything else is farmable, albeit terrible to farm. But
you should also, honestly, the shipwreck missions should all be there and should help you out. Get a bunch of materials.
Yeah. The heck is this? VR shoes?
VR shoes.
What the heck? What the heck? Now I'm looking at this PlayStation VR news thing on Twitter, and I just see this guy sitting on a rotatable stool, and he's sort of walking around like a dork.
Well, we were definitely walking around like dorks for EVO.
We were.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah.
Jeff was working.
Yeah, Jeff was.
Yeah, I was sitting behind the table.
What?
Having no life.
Jeff was working that alcoholic life during the weekend.
The work alcoholic life.
Workaholic.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my vacation. I wish you could have been there.
I wish it was. I wish I had a vacation.
Yeah.
My vacation was being sleep deprived on Sunday, trying to stay awake during EVO finals.
At least you were able to eat with us, so that was pretty good. Yeah, that was good. But I guess we can start from the beginning and of EVO 2018. But by the way, welcome back. I believe this is the 59th episode, and
man, I've been gone for how many?
You've been gone for a long while.
A long while.
A long while.
I think you're gone whenever we because you're usually busy, but you usually show up if you went to
EVO.
I think the EVO.
EVO.
You were on for the PlayStation Experience one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't think you went to E3. Did you?
I wish.
No, it was PlayStation Experience. I get those two confused.
E3's too experienced if you don't have the industry pass.
Yeah.
I after seeing the lines at EVO, I'm like, I don't want to go to the line master of E3.
Hey man, just go to PlayStation Experience and they don't tell you to RSVP.
My God.
What they don't tell you is E3 actually is it was a bigger sign. It was just cut off. It was actually has LIN in the front of it, and then 3, and then hours long wait.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
They
put that in the fine text on the tickets.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome back everyone. It's been a little bit, or a hot minute, and we're back. A cool minute. Yeah. Oh no.
I got that Oakland lingo. I have a friend who's from Oakland. I don't know if that's specifically Oakland. Anyways, I'm interrupting. Continue.
But no, it definitely has been a hot minute because of Vegas and stuff. But
it wasn't that hot though.
It wasn't that. It was. I mean, it was still hot.
It was pretty blistering hot to me. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, it's because didn't you guys walk through a garage or something?
Well, it's not even that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. But
I'm fucking complaining about it being so humid where I'm at now. I'm like, God, there's so much moisture in the air.
No, it's humid. It's humid over here right now too.
You need to take a shower.
It's very nice in NorCal. The weather's very nice here.
Fucking shower.
But yeah, Jeff got over here on Tuesday, and then we pretty much had some nice ramen and all that stuff. We played Tekken like till like
oh boy
5 in the morning and shit.
Never again.
hopefully never again. But we'll probably gonna do it again anyway. But
probably way too late to be playing Tekken, I imagine.
What else? I mean, we had the. Did we have ramen before or?
Yeah, I think we had ramen.
Yeah, we did.
It was like you, me, and Chris. Quiet, not Ender, not
other
Christian.
Chris.
Other Chris.
Yeah,
there's too many Chris's.
I do have one question.
Chris,
though.
Christian, and Chris.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Not to divert from the ramen because I'm sure we'll be talking about a bunch of food later.
Yeah,
especially when you guys compare and contrast. Did the night of Tekken finish quicker than the Dragon Ball finals?
That's a good joke. That's a pretty good joke.
We'll definitely get to that later. I know we have stuff to talk about by the end of it, but oh
boy, we have stuff to talk about.
But let's go in order here. But yeah, so yeah, we kind of caught up, shoot the shit and spend the night at my house before we all went to EVO. And driving, we took a different car this time around. We took Jeff's car.
That was an experience.
That was definitely
for everyone else except for me. I was like perfectly fine. What's really funny though is that driving this whole weekend, I feel like has made me more of a SoCal driver. I've noticed I'm a lot more aggressive now. Driving, which is probably a bad thing in NorCal.
Right.
I felt like I forgot how to drive when we got back in the car at the airport. I was like, wait, what?
I don't think you drove at all this weekend though, huh?
No. I have the Lyft bill to prove it. Let's just say all those lifts added up. But we did learn something on the way back to the airport.
Yeah.
You know when one person had to go somewhere? I didn't have to be in the car. I could have just called Lyft and say, "Hey, you're picking this person up." So that could have saved a lot of
time
Lyft trips.
Mm-hmm.
But hindsight's 2020. It's all we got figured out.
It's okay. We'll use that tech for next year. Next year. So we took Jeff's car, and it was quite the experience, like you said, because for me and the others, because man, that car was carrying a lot of weight. With all the Artist Alley stuff and our stuff, and whenever I try to hit the gas, it's just like just fucking
it wasn't nearly as bad as when I was driving by myself back back to NorCal. But yeah, four people plus everyone's luggage
was
pretty rough. Rough. Probably rough for most cars if you have however many pounds of Artist Alley stuff like I did.
So as we were getting there, something very interesting was happening. As we were getting there, there was all these big beautiful clouds, right? And the landscape was pretty good, right? As usual.
Is this a painting?
Yeah, right. Is this a
there were these clouds that looked like they had it looked like they had line art around them, which was really interesting. As someone who had to paint clouds for Max's animated intro for his stream, definitely developed an appreciation for clouds doing that. But I've never ever seen clouds like that before. I think it was because they look like that because they're behind other clouds that are higher in the sky or something like that.
Right. And as the deeper we went towards Vegas, or between California and Nevada, it got darker, and then like fucking by the time we got to like outside of Vegas, man, that shit was like it was pouring, dog. Like it was a bunch of rain.
It was like an AC/DC song. For
Thunderstruck.
Lightning everywhere.
Yeah, there was lightning everywhere. Like big, like they're like big ass lightning too. Like just lightning everywhere. And the rain was like so loud. Like I could barely hear anyone inside the car, and like you can barely see what's in front. So we had to like slow down quite a bit and turn on our emergency lights and all that stuff, or the hazard lights, and like just slow the fuck down pretty much. And that cost us like what, at least 2 hours and stuff. So that's why we got here.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
We got there like pretty fucking late.
But the rain didn't last very long though, did it? It was like
it was still enough.
It was enough to cause a really big slowdown, but
yeah,
it wasn't like raining for like 5 hours. It was like raining for like maybe like an hour and a half or something.
Something like that.
It came and went.
Yeah, and I think like during the flights like around that time got delayed or something, because like, you know, planes couldn't land and shit. There's like a lot of storms going on. It was like right outside of Vegas, so that definitely was hard on the people trying to like fly in and stuff. I believe Christian here like got there like around like what, 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We actually kind of got there a little early, but the rain ended up delaying our trip because it couldn't. Y'all being my ride couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
I have a 10-second video in my phone. And I was like, damn, that's legit. That's a legit reason. Like, we could not even see. Like, I don't know how you knew where the road was.
We did. We did. We saw I think we were looking at the cars.
We were looking at the cars as hazard lights, yeah.
Because like I was like, it's like, you know that scene in Silent Hill where you can't see shit? That's what it looked like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, the fuck, man.
Yeah, we had to like stop for gas because we were like running on E pretty much. And I was like, well, this is a great time, especially with this lightning going on, but like, yeah, we were okay. And
the good news is the gas stations had roofs, so none of us were gonna get struck by lightning.
Yeah. although the gas was like what, 420.
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about. Dude, I don't want to think about gas in the middle of nowhere because this shit's always super expensive.
That was literally 420. That was like the price that we had to pay for the gas.
Blazing it like the dollar bills setting on fire and disappearing from all the gas.
Yes.
It's bad.
Yeah. But we got there eventually to our Airbnb and we settled. But I mean, do you want to talk about that little drama that you kind of went through inside the car?
God.
Like right before we got there.
I'm gonna make it real quick, and
yeah,
we'll make it real quick because there's more to talk about. But
yeah,
I was freaking out because in California for taxes. Okay, so artisanally you have to like report your taxes because it's like generally like usually a pretty big presence in sales. You know, trying to make sure people aren't doing tax evasion and shit. Am I allowed to swear in this podcast? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Drop all the.
We're not.
Anyways,
we're not esports, dog.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm used to Californian tax law for Artist Alley, where you get your seller's permit before you go. Which actually that reminds me, I got to do that for SAC Anime and KrakenCon. But so I thought that was the same thing for Vegas, and I read somewhere that you can get your seller's permit like immediately if you register online. So I did that because I was like swamped with like a bazillion other things and never got a chance to do that. And I was freaking out because like it wasn't coming in on time, which it ended up coming in like midnight that day.
Oh wow!
But I called the Nevada Department of Taxation, asked them about that. They're like, oh, you know that if you have like an event promoter, that they're supposed to take care of it. That's how it works in Nevada. So I kind of just freaked out over nothing. It's pretty dumb. We went over to the venue and I just gave him my name and Chris's name because Quiet was my table helper, and we were good to go. I was like, well, probably could have went to the venue like an hour earlier, but it was all good. It was all good. It was a learning experience. I know next time, and for if I decide to do a Level Up Expo, which is another event in Vegas in like early May, I know what to do next time. So makes things a hell of a lot easier than everything else. So that happened.
Yeah.
That was unnecessary amounts of blood pressure.
Yeah, that was quite the doozy there.
Yeah, it worked out though. So.
It worked out, and pretty much we got our badges pretty easy. But we almost like
and ramen.
Yeah, we got ramen. We got our names on our badges. Well, almost. Well, actually,
almost.
We almost didn't because
yeah, we almost didn't because we got in the wrong line. But that's just whatever.
Y'all are hella lucky. I'm an exhibitor. I was an exhibitor and I didn't get a name on my badge.
Yeah, bad, but your name's exhibitor. You're just a number.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it feels really bad.
But your name's all over your artist alley table anyway, so it's fine.
That's true, but no one's gonna know me outside of the table, which is actually not true because, well, we can talk about Max's panel. We can talk about Max's panel later.
I got you a couple sales.
Yeah, it was good.
Like Sia and Sheikah and Ducky.
Yeah. I think after that, what do we eat on Thursday?
I think we had sushi.
Did we have sushi?
Sushi.
Yeah, night 0 we had sushi.
Oh yeah. Because we were gonna do that because Chris was supposed to make you guys chicken or some shit.
Yeah, but
it didn't happen.
So apparently he didn't have a stove where he was at, or like no, he had I don't think he had like the proper cooking utensils to make it happen. So I was like, you know what? I don't really want to split up the group. Why don't we just all go get let's just all go get sushi together. And poor guy.
Chris comes from an area where that kind of food is not common, I guess.
Yeah, not a lot of access to
fish or whatever.
Fresh seafood.
He also just might not like sushi.
Yeah, that too.
Probably also that. But like,
I think because his sister likes sushi, so that's why. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing with like, I think the thing with like seafood is you kind of have to eat a lot of it. It's weird. You have to. It's like beer. You have to consume a lot of it to like it.
Yeah,
it's kind of an acquired taste. And I grew up. I'm like Taiwanese/Chinese, both I guess. But I grew up a lot of seafood, so I'm like really used to it. So I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't. I'm surprised I didn't get sick because it was like some no leftover rule, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to pay extra money for this." So I was like,
"The problem." Yeah, I mean,
we got whole orders instead of half orders.
Yeah,
we found that out on the way out. There's so much stuff we find out on the way out.
Yeah, it was at the bottom of the menu too. I'm like, oh,
yeah, but it's like luckily. Seth had gotten some 911 rolls that were completely different than the ones you guys have in SoCal, I assume. And he was like, "These are way
California."
He's like, "These are way too fucking hot." So it was like he's like, "I'm just gonna take the fee." And luckily, the guy was super cool. He was like, "No, you don't have to. I mean, unless you want to, you can."
I mean, 3 of us tried it. None of us left with our taste buds intact.
Dude,
after
it was pretty hot. I mean, it's not the hottest thing
I've.
It wasn't the hottest I've had since I did
same.
I've had the hot ones challenge. So that was
I don't think they weren't like impossibly hot.
Yeah,
but it was enough to be unpleasant.
Yeah. It was still like kind of painful.
Yeah, it was like it's the kind of spicy that's like not the hottest thing in the world, but it's enough to remove some taste buds and like kind of numb your mouth, and it's like it's not very pleasant.
Yeah.
I think some people like it, but I like tasting my food.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Just I don't know. It was like pretty much like was it like it's kind of like a tuna roll, but with like a lot of habanero like sauce like stuffed in there. I think that's pretty much it. But I think the next time we're gonna go there, we should definitely just order like all the simple shit, like the nigiri sushi, and like.
I'm like the only person who like likes eel, likes unagi for the most part, or I don't know. Maybe everyone else is like okay.
I had eel sauce on my tempura. It was fine.
I don't know. Like I guess there's no one else. I don't think there's anyone else in the group that would go out of their way to eat unagi. I fucking love unagi. So I ended up consuming like 2 rolls of like a roll. It was like one entire roll of like some unagi roll to myself. And I was like, oh, I guess maybe next time just getting like a unagi nigiri would have been better.
And like any special roll that we order is gonna be half order, dude. That shit.
Either that or something we all agree to, so we can share.
Yeah. Well, either way though. I mean.
Poor Chris.
Oh man, I felt so bad for him.
I feel personally responsible because I was like, yeah, I gave him the recommendations of what sushi lovers like for types of fish. But the problem is you have to already like fish to like those things. Yeah. So I ended up finishing his roll for him.
I don't know. It was all good. I liked it.
No, glad you liked it because you know.
I'm going again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck if y'all don't. I'll go on my own.
I'm down.
It'll be a lot better experience next year because we know what to order now and how we can order and stuff.
Yeah.
But for what it was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
It was good. It was pretty good for Vegas, I'd say.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
I think it doesn't really compare to like actual coastal city sushi.
We came like I know we're like jumping super ahead, but like when we came back, we had the Kula sushi, which was like right nearby my house, and I'm like, oh man, this is.
It's honestly sushi's better in California, but because
we're just close. Yeah, we're close.
We're literally next to the coast.
Yeah. It's just
so everything's just actually fresh. But it wasn't bad. It was nice. I wouldn't like go out of my way to go back, but if you guys are gonna go, I
would give it a second chance. That's how I feel. Because we kind of just took it to the wrong approach, in my opinion. So
yeah, I mean, I like sushi enough to I'll go back.
Yeah,
I'll go back, and my friends I wouldn't go back by myself. But
of course.
That's kind of how I see it.
Right. So yeah, we had sushi that night, and did we do something Thursday night, like later in the night? Did we play like
Thursday night? Thursday night. I think Chris and I went to sleep.
Yeah, you guys went to sleep.
we had to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which we probably, in hindsight, didn't have to. Actually, the first day caught me off guard. We'll talk about that when we get there.
No, we just got our badges, ate sushi.
Did we play BB tag that night?
I feel like
me and Faka played a lot of BB tag in the kitchen.
Right.
Oh yeah, we did, and I lost a lot.
I died. I died for my sins.
Like so it was like Faka who's not here. Faka versus Ender, and you guys like went at it, a whole lot, and then
as we do,
then
he's like, I'm gonna take a break,
and then when he took a break, I took over, and I was playing Ender.
You guys play so different though, and I'm terrible at adapting on the spot, and that's something I need to work on. But it's like, damn, dude. Eventually, I was like, I can't play. In order to completely shift gears, I'm just gonna change my entire team, and I started playing like while it's dying because I was like, all right, this fucker looks so stupid. But I saw him do some cool stuff against me online, so I'm gonna try him out. Turns out, he's a top 8 character.
Yeah, yes.
So we found that out. We were playing the game wrong all that night. We still play the game wrong, but that's fine.
Yeah. As long as you have fun, it's what matters. But anyway,
we're not competing.
I play cross tag like I play my gacha games, which is just waifuism.
But
literally all I do.
I first started out with Carmine and switched my Carmine out with Gordo. So
that was good.
Yeah,
he was probably the most I saw him on the most teams in top 8.
On Team Scythe.
Team Scythe.
There were only 2 rubies in top 8.
But didn't Team Scythe win?
Yes, but I think it was also really good player. Right?
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta look it up. I'm gonna look up the things. You guys need to start talking about food so we can get all the food talk over with, and then we'll talk about the convention. So I think the next place we ate was Jinya. Practically a party of 20.
Yeah, pretty much. With
that was a party of
that was an interesting situation we were in, but like
you guys had the Roomby squad there too.
Yeah, because we wanted to meet up, and I didn't realize they had because last year they had about the same size group as us, like 7 or 8.
Weren't they just?
Well, I guess she got a little bit bigger the more she streamed, the more people wanted to show up.
Kind of how it works.
13 people, and that wasn't even everybody. So,
whoops.
Y'all talk about ramen while I look up all the EVO results for later.
So we went to Jinya. This was my first time for Jinya.
Yeah, I've been to Jinya a few times. It's like
in NorCal, right?
Actually, the first time I went to Jinya was in Burbank.
Oh wow!
So I did not find. Well, so it's kind of just not California. It might be just a ramen chain that's prevalent in the western parts of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if it's the East Coast or other areas, but definitely Californian thing, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was I don't know. I have some experience with it. I think everyone else was their first time.
It was definitely my first time. Christian.
It was my first time at a ramen place in general.
Yeah,
so that was an experience. I was like, man, dog, where I come from, there's beef, pork, chicken, shrimp, and creamy chicken, sometimes chili flavored, at Walmart. That's the ramen selection I'm used to. I don't know what half of this shit says. It was daunting. Luckily, Hawk recommended me usami miso.
Umami. Yeah.
Umami miso.
Yeah.
Usami's that bear from Danganronpa. Okay. umami miso. And it was pretty good. Yeah. It was really good. Danielle got something with a really hard pork in it though. That wasn't that good. Wasn't that good.
Interesting.
I think well, sorry, continue.
No, but that's about it. I really enjoyed it. It's good food.
Yeah, and then but the thing that we come to experience the best was.
Can I tell you about our Lord and Savior, the Jinya Bun religion?
Now the Jinya Bun.
The Jinya Bun's a reason why I even go there.
The Jinya Bun is pretty good. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Did you enjoy
which one? Is something. I ain't gonna lie. The Jinya Bun. The most interesting part of it was the bun itself. The meat tasted like something I could get at least the one I had. Maybe yours were better, but mine tasted like just something I could get maybe at a Panda Express. But the bun was cool. But the meat was fine. I think I also ate it after the ramen, so I had a high precedent of flavor to expect because they brought mine out.
That might have been why. Yeah,
I think that might have been why because
because it's an appetizer, right? I'm supposed to eat it before my ramen.
Yeah.
Well, Sean and I had two.
Yeah,
we were both we were thinking about getting noodle refills. And you're like, you know what? It's happy hour. Get a second Jinya Bun.
Jinya Bun, dog.
Oh god. Actually, it's funny because my first experience with Jinya. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
That was my first experience with Jinya.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Almost had someone pay for my meal, but I ended up paying for a lot of people's because of the way they split their checks, which is really weird. I think it's to deter.
It's okay.
I think it's just to deter big parties.
Yeah.
Your first experience? My first experience with Jinya was pretty much we got the Jinya buns before, and I think the thing about the Jinya bun is that it's not actually a Japanese dish.
Yeah.
I think it's actually more a derivative of a Chinese dish, which I actually had the day I drove down, the lunch I drove down. I had on Tuesday that I left for SoCal. I had a birthday lunch with my mom. Where I went to pick up my prints for Artist Alley, and it's basically the same thing. It's like a Chinese steam bun with some sort of pork pork meat. I don't know if I would describe it as chashu, but it's very similar. Probably is. It probably is actually just chashu, the Taiwanese or Chinese variant of chashu, and it has some sauce, and you eat it with like a little bit of like this like sour vegetable that's been grinded up. It's pretty good, but it's pretty much not a Japanese dish, and I believe I would say Jinya is not really like a traditional ramen restaurant.
Well, back
it's
to
it's a bit of a fusion.
It's this fusion restaurant essentially, which happens to have ramen as its like main thing. The one I ordered was the one you had. What was it? It was like something like garlic black.
It was like tonkatsu black
something, and I thought it was.
It's supposed to be like the more like. I get it because it's supposed to be a more traditional ramen, and I'm kind of a purist when it comes to ramen. I don't like a lot of extra stuff. I just like, a nice soup base, and some ramen, some chashu, and egg, maybe some ginger, and green onions. Nothing too fancy, right? Like I have a friend of mine who introduced me to Jinya. She likes getting like extra garlic, and I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad, but I'm a purist, so yeah. So I usually get the tonkatsu black, and that's what we got there.
Yeah. Back on the Jinya bun thing, like it reminds me of the steam buns that you can get from like Japan as well. It's like it essentially uses the same kind of bread, except it's like wrapped all around, and you steam it, and then the inside is kind of like a gyoza or a pot sticker.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, and it's all like grounded up and mixed together and minced and all that stuff, and then you put like you usually have some sort of sauce on it, and that's pretty good. So it reminded me of that, and that's why I actually really like the Jinya bun a lot.
Well, it's just like the meat. Like I guess I don't know. It might have been like I don't know. It might have been because you got your Jinya bun really like Christian, but I feel like I think in general we kind of felt like the quality of the meat at Jinya is like pretty good.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of what helps with the Jinya bun itself. But I don't know. I had two of them. I've converted many friends to the Jinya bun religion. I think the ramen's like pretty good.
If I were to compare it, we always go into Shinzengumi in California.
It's not as good.
Yeah,
it's not as good as Shinzengumi.
I know, but like like the point.
It's pretty good though.
The point I'm trying to make is like the chashu, I would say, is better in
surprisingly actually better.
Jinya, yeah, surprisingly better in Jinya than
at least at that Jinya location, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if the one in San Jose is as good. The meat's as good. So it might vary from location to location.
Maybe whenever you get a chance, you should
I'm curious. I'm gonna try it again in San Jose and see how I feel, because definitely felt like I've had better ramen at a Jinya before. So
yeah, I thought the ramen was okay. But
it was good.
The broth is definitely thick. Something I don't know. Something for the soup lovers to look out for, because you don't get as much soup.
It's very rich, and there's little of it. There was a Jinya, and I don't remember what exactly where, but I remember. Oh no, it was in Burbank. Oh wait, no, there was like 3 Jinya. Okay, I remember now. It was like last year in like November when I went down to Burbank for a convention for a day.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us went to go get Jinya because we're all most of my friends were all ramen lovers.
Yeah.
And we went to a Jinya in Burbank. They have like multiple locations. There's like one that's near the convention center that's at the airport, and went to that one. And dude, there was no soup.
Oh man,
there was actually no soup. It was kind of sad.
Oh no,
like it was good, but they had like very little soup, and we were all really disappointed. But all my friends were like, yeah, the Jinya bun's really good, but what the hell's up with the soup? So I don't know. I think the less soup thing, it might just be a Jinya thing. I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope it's not, because otherwise, I don't know. I'm very spoiled by Shinsengumi now. It's hard for me to. I feel like it's pretty hard for me to get a lot of other ramen places because of Shinsengumi, to be honest.
Yeah. There's plenty of other places in California for you guys to try, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all about trying new places and stuff.
If you ever come to NorCal, there's a place called Orenchi's that I've only been to like a couple times, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
The problem is you have to like, if you want to go for lunch, you have to like get there at like 10:30 in the morning and wait in line for half an hour.
Oh wow.
This is really popular. But I remember it being pretty good. I haven't been there in like several years, but I remember it being really good when it went.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Jinya, it was a pretty good experience overall. I mean, other than the service, it was a little wonky, but the food itself the food itself was definitely more than decent. So
yeah, it's a good place to like if you need a ramen fix and you don't have like a super traditional place like a Shinsengumi or something akin to Shinsengumi. It's not bad. It'll get the job done.
Yeah, it'll get the job
pretty
done.
Well. Yeah,
it's definitely a good place to introduce ramen to people, like Christian.
Very good.
Yeah, like
very
Christian.
good starter.
Yeah.
I think a very good starter ramen place.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than that Sam's Choice Great Value ramen you can get at the freezers at Walmart. I forgot when I was naming all the Maruchan. I forgot the name of that stuff.
I don't know if cup ramen, instant ramen, and
it's not instant. I got it's not instant. It's like frozen broth. Like,
okay.
You gotta thaw it out. It's like a step up.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, I think the next night was when we
Korean barbecue. We're not gonna talk about our.
That was our Sunday though.
You said the next night.
What did we even do?
About Jinya,
so we had like Jinya.
Oh wait, was Jinya Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, so what was before that? Oh yeah,
no.
Drinking.
No. Hold up.
What?
No, Friday was
Thursday.
No, Friday was ramen. No.
Yeah, Friday was ramen. Thursday was
because Saturday was during the beer thing. So I remember
White Castle.
And we had White Castle. Yeah, exactly.
Well, y'all got White Castle.
I got White Castle.
I didn't.
I ate like bacon fries from White Castle. That was about it. But I already ate Quiet and I already had like two Chipotle burritos that were made of one Chipotle bowl, burrito bowl, which is pretty sure cheating. And I think if anyone ever found out about that, you know what?
No.
Forget I even said anything.
No, listen.
They probably don't care.
They don't care. You're still getting ripped off. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
Well, like you know how much a taco shell? You know how much a taco shell costs?
Hey, I know it.
Less than a nickel.
I'm not the one who loves Chipotle. That's quiet.
Yeah.
I go to Chipotle as very I don't go to Chipotle that often, so I'm not the one getting ripped off. I guess for the weekend, we're getting ripped off, but it's okay. Quiet loves Chipotle. Yeah. I think it's all right. I would still go to a Mexican food, legitimate Mexican establishment any day of the week over Chipotle. But we had two.
Texas.
We had two Chipotle burritos that were basically just a burrito bowl that's split into two burritos.
It's okay. I got ripped off for breakfast that morning too because we went to.
It worked though.
Where did we go?
We went to the New York. It was called like New York Pizzeria or some shit. It was like one of the food courts. It was one of the food courts in the Mandalay. And
it turns out they were on breakfast.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just want a breakfast muffin with like eggs and sausage and cheese, right?
Yeah.
So I get that, and it's like $8 because it's food court and a convention. Hawk decides just to get sausage and eggs.
Yeah.
That comes with a muffin and got way more food.
Yeah.
For the same money.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah. I think.
Good thing I'm not that hungry, or I'd be pissed.
Yeah, that was good for me because I need that extra protein, dog, with the scrambled egg and shit. But yeah, I thought that was a really funny thing that happened. I'm like, oh, I got way more food than you did, so it worked out because I need more food.
and I eat a lot less food, so it does.
Yeah, it does.
I have no idea what Chipotle is.
Don't worry about it until you get to California, man. It's like it's kind of like those. Think of it as like a Subway, but with Mexican food, sort of.
It's I guess I don't know. I'm like trying to think of. I wouldn't necessarily call it the Panda Express of Mexican food.
That's Taco Bell. Or Taco Casa.
That's definitely Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I don't know a good equivalent of it, to be honest, but
I mean,
good, Walmart like, Deli.
I guess it'd be like the Starbucks.
It's the Subway.
Yeah, I guess it'd be the Subway Mexican food.
Yeah, because like, you go up to the person, and be like, "Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that."
I guess it is definitely actually, it is kind of like the equivalent of the Panda Express of Mexican food because it is Americanized. It's definitely not super authentic experience. It's definitely like an Americanized version of like the burrito.
Yeah, I mean either way, it's not. It's Americanized. Just
it doesn't make it horrible.
Yeah,
I would just say that there's
don't say it's authentic.
Less.
Don't say.
I'd say there's less flavor in like there's less.
Oh
in the burrito. But it doesn't like I wouldn't say that it tastes like terrible by any means. Some people will say that. I won't say that. I just think it's kind of flavorless.
Okay.
Comparatively speaking.
All right, but you should
probably move on to Korean barbecue.
Yeah, definitely because
we're getting kind of sidetracked by welcome to the food podcast.
Yeah. That was the best one of all, dude.
Oh my god, we are going back. Some
good
ass shit. That was some good Korean barbecue. Holy crap!
$20 late night in Vegas. All you can eat. Dude.
Oh my god! Well, according to Quiet, it's like okay, LA Korean barbecue is like $10, but it's because it's in LA. In NorCal, you can't find $20 Korean barbecue. So I'm just looking at, I'm like, oh my god, like meat's like really good, and there's so much of it. I'm so upset that Chris couldn't join us for Korean barbecue because he would have loved it. Yeah. He's a carnivore.
Yeah,
he's a carnivore. Who, as we found out, probably doesn't want to be eating fish.
Yeah,
I felt so bad because sushi was like $26 all you, which is still a really good price. But
yeah,
but he would have loved Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
he would have loved it because it was
so good,
so goddamn good.
In comparison to all the other foods, anyway. But like, even so, it's pretty good. It was so good.
Yeah. It was probably like I would almost go as far to say it's probably my second most favorite experience there.
Oh yeah,
because the food was so good.
Mm-hmm. Well, is your best first experience the burger?
Well, we don't talk about burgers like Fight Club. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
I don't know what you have against burger. I like burger.
I have.
I like burger.
I have a lot against.
You know what, Hawk? Next year we're going.
Never say.
Let's go to burger, man. Yeah, let's go.
I'll never say it's bad because it's not, but it is so fucking overpriced and so overrated. That's
it's
what
good,
I think.
Dog.
It is. It's delicious, but I will never pay $18 for a burger without fries or a drink.
Dude, $18.
What the hell? It is $18. Yes.
You ever buy steak?
That's steak, not a burger.
From the same animal, dog.
They're prepared very differently.
But it comes from
has much higher quality meat.
Just as finite.
And what has very different quality meat. Burger is ground beef.
Well, the $18 burger is made of pork.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh god damn.
It's still like I would never. I did enjoy it, but there's a thing called price to performance, and that did not hit the spot for me. I don't think it was worth it.
I don't know what burger y'all got, but the burger me and Danielle split last year. Oh god, that was delicious and worth every penny.
Well, I think it. Well, I mean, that was a time when Jeff and I split that one burger.
Yeah,
and that was not a good idea.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, I feel like the proportions are pretty small, and like if you want a meal at, like, here's the thing, you get a burger literally anywhere else. Like, the burger is really good, but like, you want a filling meal that you are paying for Gordon Ramsay's name.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it. That's literally what it is.
Oh yeah, of course. That's like a lot what it's like in Vegas in general.
I don't think that. I don't know if the quality of the burger is necessarily worth like $18 $18 just for the burger. Then you throw on $7 for fries, and if you want the shake, it's another $8.
But
it did taste really good though.
Yeah.
I won't say it was bad, but it costs more than steak at a fucking was it Texas Roundhouse or something like that. It actually costs more than a steak at Texas Roundhouse, which is ridiculous to me. I can get a ribeye for cheaper.
But hey,
at Texas Roundhouse.
But hey, the Korean barbecue at least made that more than okay.
That Korean barbecue was like 20 times more enjoyable.
Yes.
Than burger.
Yes.
For me,
we even had Jeff cook for one round, and
and I burnt all the brisket. It was great.
Our grill was like all black by then, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I still think even when it's a little like burnt to crisp, it's not bad though.
What did you guys have? You guys were like on a different grill, so like we couldn't really like.
We got mostly the same stuff. It was a lot of the stuff you ordered, except we also got squid because Danielle wanted to try that. I did not try it, so you'd have to ask Chris and her at some point.
Okay.
Said it was all right.
Okay.
Last I checked.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about that barbecue?
It was cool. It wasn't what I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was that they were gonna cook the meat in front of you. I didn't realize we cooked the meat in front of us.
Some places do that though.
Yeah, some places do that.
Yeah.
But this ain't no Benihana, man. You do the work yourself.
I didn't mind. I actually like that more because I actually like my meat a little bit more rare.
Yeah.
So, when Quiet was cooking, I just pulled my stuff off a little early.
So. Yeah.
For pork though.
It was all good.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got all beef anyway, so.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, we got some pork belly.
Oh yeah, pork belly. Yeah, we got pork belly too. But
that has to cook all the way.
Well, when it comes to marinated pork, the spice
that was cooked all the way.
Yeah,
but like the beef,
the
little rare, a little bit of pink.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. Oh man, the bulgogi dog.
I can't stop thinking about that bulgogi.
Bulgogi dog.
I remember when we first cooked the bulgogi. Seth took like a continent's worth of and then we're like giving him a little bit of shit about it.
Yeah,
but I think after the next like round of bulgogi, we all took a continent's worth.
We were savages on that.
Quiet came over, was like, "Why are you guys using chopsticks?" I'm like, "Dude, we're trying to claim steak to our claim the steak to our land."
Yeah. We were just like picking that shit off with our chopsticks, man. Like right away.
Didn't give two shits.
No. And no, it's okay. We came out okay. None of us got sick and anything like that. It was okay.
Yeah, that's what the fires. That's what the grill's for.
Yeah.
The meat.
That
was good.
I think at least some of us had a good trip to the bathroom, but otherwise, might have been Seth. I don't know. I don't remember too much about that, but we definitely have to eat more veggies and fruit next time, cause
that was my intestines did not appreciate it much.
I think by the time I got home, I started to was able to use the bathroom better because I actually ate veggies.
We had that one we went to get that one
the Mediterranean place,
Greek place. That was really good.
Yeah.
I'm going back there next time I come back.
Aku was fine. I had to do that in a fucking McDonald's bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I have a text message of that. It's like, "Hey, we're heading to the car." And my reply is just shitting.
Oh man. Should we talk about our night experiences next, or?
Let's do
EVO.
Let's do actual EVO reveals and news and stuff, because I think it's already like 3:14. When did we start? or we started a little late.
We started
it's been almost an hour, so.
Okay, almost an hour. Yeah, let's talk about the convention stuff, and then we'll wrap up with
the night stuff.
We'll do a sandwich of news.
Yeah.
You got the time? Do you got a timestamp for people so they could just skip to here if they're like, if you don't want to hear the food podcast? I just ripped my chair some more. I need to buy a new chair. If you don't want to hear about the food podcast and jump straight to our news and our thoughts, you can come here at
4954.
4954.
4954, something like that. Let's start with this. So let's start with this. So on Friday, that one's a little more foggy, but I remember on Saturday we definitely were like, we gotta play Smash, and like
Friday we played.
Oh, we played Soul Calibur, right?
Soul Calibur.
So jelly.
And the Smash line was huge.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, we tried it. We tried it first, and like we were in the free for all line, but we didn't realize. And
we thought we saw the end of the 1v1 line, and then we turned around and realized, no, that's not the end.
Yeah, it was
like Sandy, that's not the worm.
Yeah, that kind of moment, and like we're just like, yeah, let's come back tomorrow. But we
played SNK Heroines with the Joy-Cons.
Oh my god!
And I believe we played Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
So let's start, since I believe we'll have less to talk about Dead or Alive.
Let's start. Yeah. Dead or Alive, I definitely had a grip on that because I definitely played DOA 5 back in the day. So that's why I was able to like at least.
Oh, did I say DOA 5
or DOA 6? Well,
My bad.
Well, I was saying I played DOA 5, so that's how I got my experience. But like, that's why I picked Zach in DOA 6 and was able to do some strings at least.
I picked Helena because ZawarudoWrrryyy talks about her. So.
Yeah. She's that French woman, right?
Yeah, except she shaves her pits, which is strange. So
I think she's the one that Aaron from Game Grumps is in love with. I think.
She's pretty classy.
Yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
Well, I picked Zach. All right, he's a classy guy, and
he owns an island and makes people go and
play volleyball and shit.
Play volleyball with almost practically in the nude.
And I was doing that one string where Zach just constantly kicks her shins like 3 times in a row, and I
didn't know what was going on, dude. I was spamming block trying to just jab.
It's a block button game, so we kept hitting the block button.
Like you know where fucking where's a PS4 controller? You know where square is? You know square is usually jab.
Yes,
that was block.
Yeah,
man, it was like what the fuck.
We managed to do some counters, or at least I did, so that was kind of neat.
Yeah, they have like an auto combo button, and every time you hit one of those, you know someone's auto comboing you because every hit is like, and it looks good.
Yeah. We had the headphones on, so it only made it louder, like in our ears.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, go on.
So I was gonna there's that new thing in DOA 6 where you can do like a special or some shit or like a super. So I think you do that after the auto combo because it's a special button. I guess you just mash the special button, and once you land the last hit, it'll do like a little cinematic thing, and then once you punch the person in the face, it'll like zoom in that person's face, and they'll go like ooh or some shit. And that was pretty cool. That was a nice little touch. So
like the game looks good. It feels like I only touched DOA 5 like for a brief second when I first bought my PS4 because it was like the last round or the free version with the rotating characters. I only touched it a little bit because like man, I gotta play a fighting game. So I went into there, did some combo trials. Feels like what I remember. But for the most part, it was just it presents very well. The characters look really good, even on like the kind of shitty monitor that they had. Yeah. Like it kind of had weird lighting, but it ran smooth frame rate. We happened to be at the fucking one that I guess one of the reps were there. So we kind of got pseudo interviewed about what we thought about it afterwards. We were like,
Yeah, we were like put on the spot. I'm like, I like the cinematic face cam thing when you punch people. He's like, all right, cool, yeah.
I was like, yeah, it looks good. I like it runs very smooth.
Yeah.
But, that's for the most part about that. You know what didn't run smooth though?
What?
SNK Heroines.
Oh man.
I remember when Hawk turned and looked at me and was like, is this a 60 frame fighter? And we look and it's definitely running at like sub 30. And then it started running at 60 when nothing was going on. They were Switch versions, so that might play into it. Turns out there is a PS4 version. I was completely wrong when we were there, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But that might be a reason why. But like when the fucking fruits and shit start popping out of people, that's that tanks. It tanks worse than the fucking flying things in Monster Hunter World in the background.
When you're like far away.
Maybe not that bad, but it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the what is it, the 2v2 thing first. It was like with, and we were playing the Joy-Cons, and I
didn't even know there was 2v2 in that game.
And like so basically it was 4 players, obviously 2 each, right? Two on each team. And we were playing these Joy-Cons, and I'm like, what do I do? Because like no one really like explained the buttons too well.
But like they're like grab through, they're like light, medium, throw, fucking I don't even
block,
know what the face button was. Block. They said block, but they didn't point at anything. So I was like, oh, he must mean directional block. It is not directional block. It's like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Hold left to block.
Mortal Kombat block, NRS block.
Kinda.
Not even, because there's no. I don't.
You
think there's any.
You can roll, so that with holding the block button, so it's very comparable to Smash Brothers in terms of controls, and then plus it has items. So there you go. There's all the more.
Maybe that's what the other face button was. I didn't figure it out. Shit, man.
Yeah, we were getting our asses fucking handed to us because like fucking the controls were so like just oh. But
luckily we came back to the next day, played a little more actually against each other. I got bopped. That game's like PlayStation All-Stars, where in order to win you gotta hit them with a super.
Yeah.
But luckily you can bring like their bar down to nothing, and then they stand there in like a dizzy state. But I think that's gonna be super casual, super fun. If they sell it for like $20, maybe I'll pick it up. But
yeah,
man, dude, that game's something.
It's I would say it's fun hot garbage. I would say
yes.
fun hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just say I would rather play that than, let's say, Fantasy Strike, because you know it's just a little more straightforward, and it has characters that I kind of care about. So.
I did not play Fantasy Strike.
I think we got to try Fantasy Strike at like what was it, PSX?
PSX.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. But, yeah. Anyway,
you do nothing to tech throws. I mean, you literally do nothing. If you want to tech a throw, you literally just put your controller down. And if someone doesn't tech throws, you can just tell them, "Well, you should get better at doing nothing." Maybe you should just get better at doing nothing, bro.
Yeah. For those who are curious, from what I can remember, I definitely played the female Terry Bogard, and I also picked God, who else was it? I think Leona, the soldier girl or whatever with the ponytail.
I think she's cool.
No one picked Mai.
No one picked Mai. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, her default costume was like a cow, and that was kind of mean. So.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Apparently, I think the story is like they're in a dream world. They're like how someone perceives them in their dream.
Oh, is this just DOA Extreme, but King of Fighters edition?
Dude, I have no idea. I don't really know the lore. All I'm saying, it was better than I thought it'd be, but still not good enough for me to care about. We did do some cool active switch stuff where it was like, because you click in the thumbstick to switch, which is fucking weird. Which back when we were playing on the Joy-Cons, we would just like be clenching the tiny little bitch ass sideways thing and accidentally click in the stick, but
yeah, there are times like I'm getting comboed. All right, I'm gonna bring in Ender now, and then he's just like getting blown up.
What the fuck? Those guys clearly knew how to play.
Yeah.
Tag yourself in to get bodied. That's like a. Didn't Steve do that a couple times?
Probably.
Stream or some shit.
I wouldn't be surprised, but anyway.
And then like Max got so pissed off he put himself on the other team to body them. Good time.
Anyway,
it was fun.
It was like I said, it's fun hot garbage. But anyway,
glad you guys got to play those games because that was fun.
Yeah, we also played the Kill la Kill game. I believe it was on the same day as well. I think, if not,
yeah,
I think it was. What?
Yeah, I think it was Friday.
Yeah.
I have less to say about that because we only played it once. There's only 2 characters. I'd never seen Kill la Kill, and I've never played a Naruto fighting game. So I'm like, wow, this is very cinematic. These animations look cool. These characters are kind of naked. I feel like I'm looking at my Twitter timeline.
Welcome to Kill la Kill.
I'm interested in the show, so if that's the point of the game, bravo. But for the most part, I'm like, yeah, it's. Hawk had given me a piece of advice saying, "Don't try to think about it, just mash buttons."
Yep.
I ignored his advice and tried to think about it. As Seth tells me, my problem is I think too much. Mm-hmm. And then after getting my ass beat round 1, I was like, maybe I should take his advice. And so I just started pushing buttons. And then it started turning into a real match.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Until the weird clash thing happened.
So this clash system is kind of like, it's what you would kind of see with like the first Injustice. And if you're playing this the first time, you'll be very confused, and it takes so long, and it's like very unnecessarily just unjarring. I'm just like, dude, when is this over? And it because it does it a second time. I'm like, holy shit! Like, what is going on? It
did it 3 times, dude.
Yeah.
First time was all right. I'm like, all right, this feels like Injustice, which is just a wager system. You put in how much you're gonna do, and then you see who wins.
Yeah.
This is like rock, paper, scissors, like square beats circle, circle beats triangle, triangle beats square, or whatever. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I was like, are we just tying or something?
Yeah.
So I literally just 90 degree to the left, 30 degrees down, and just looked at Hawk's controller and just looked at what button he pushed. And then pushed the one that beat it because I was like, this is dumb. It happened again, and then it went over really quickly.
Yeah. And I don't know who won that one, but I don't fucking care.
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I think I'm just going to say you beat me because I lost a lot this weekend. I have a lot else. But that was an experience. However, I think I enjoyed One's Justice a lot more.
I definitely, like, out of all the arena fighters that we played, I definitely would say One's Justice is the better arena fighting game. It's like, I would say, it's weird, because, like, Kill la Kill does have good animations, but, like, the way the combat works, or the way the combat flows, it just feels sporadic, and it just doesn't, like flow and click really well, in my opinion. As to One's Justice, it just all makes sense. It kind of it like plays out a lot more smoother, and I would say, you know, if you're gonna pick up one of these things, I would definitely pick up One's Justice. You know, just from my first impressions. I also feel like
One's Justice is a little further in, maybe, possibly.
I'd imagine so.
Based on
One's Justice is like, how long? When is it being released?
I don't know. They had more characters. I'm pretty sure I got spoiled on someone's quirk too. So they're definitely not being like hey, this is these are only the characters from season 1, because that would be a shitty roster.
Right.
If you're trying to play one of those kind of games. So I'm hoping that everything turns out well, and I don't know. Seems like a good time. I might pick it up and it be one of my own like arena fire, because I think knowing what my hero was play a lot into me liking it. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it just like, I think overall the feel of it and stuff like that just felt a little better than Kill la Kill. I mean, it looks,
that roster looked huge though.
Oh yeah.
I imagine it's probably because Kill la Kill is probably a super early game, because it like only just got announced.
Aren't they also treating it like it's sort of a budget game as well too?
Probably. I've heard the guys behind the Kill la Kill game are let's just say I remember Max's reaction to it, and he was like, yeah, those guys, the last game they worked on wasn't really that well received. So a little bit concerning. I'm a Kill la Kill fan though, so I'm probably gonna try it. I'll probably try it
See if you can find it like at a GameStop.
I'm on a way to see. I'll probably wait to see if there's like more, because the fact that they just. I'm guessing they only had like Ryuko and Sasuke in the roster, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's literally
However,
that game just got announced, and
however, on the site there's like 4 characters. I have no idea who they are.
Oh yeah. It was the Divine. It was the Divine 4. So that was like.
Oh, so like Gamagori.
Nonon. Yeah.
Nani Sore.
Yeah.
And the
Sanagayama.
And who's the fourth one?
The guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I forget his name.
It's like Inu something, but anyway.
These people have mostly done DS games.
Yeah, so
games. It's River City Tokyo Rumble, Rival Showdown, Sword of Darkness, Phoenix Festa. They did the Little Witch Academia game.
I heard that one's pretty good. For most.
So I hear some people say it's good and some people say it's trash, and I don't know who to believe.
Honestly, this company seems very young. No, young. Like they've only made they've only developed 6 games. So and like in the start in 2013, so like 5 years. 5 years, 6 games. It's not bad.
Yeah, they're probably all right.
Who knows? I think maybe you should get your hands on it, maybe from a red box, if that's possible.
I want to wait till they have more information on it.
Yeah. I think
it seems very early, and I don't think
it's coming out next year projected.
So
it's probably unfair to compare it to a game that's like about to release.
And that's why I said
they literally just announced it.
And that's why I said it's just first impression. So this could be just an early build. So things can change.
That being said, I doubt that either game are going to have a very competitive scene. Because
of course,
arena fighters.
Yeah, it's just very casual. Just like you just hit buttons and see cool shit happen, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to play either of those games because obviously
you were
behind the table the whole time.
You were busy.
I can only say from what I've seen from the games. I don't know. One's Justice, like animations feel kind of slow to me. That's like the only reason why. Like, I do like My Hero. I like My Hero Academia, but the slow animations kind of turn me off on the game.
But it feels more. It felt more deliberate. Like I felt
Considering it's a more finished game than Kill la Kill. So
I think it's because Kill la Kill. I think they're definitely the same kind of game.
Yeah.
But I feel like trying to compare them, not only through development, I think trying to compare them in the sense that where you're trying to compare maybe like a Hyper Fighter to Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 2 different speeds, and I think I prefer like. Coming into something not knowing how to play it, I prefer something slower so I can wrap my head around it.
That makes sense.
But
I don't know though. But I still felt like because it was like I don't know, Boku no Hero. Like I do want it to be. I wanted to feel snappier. I guess
there's crazy stuff in there, dude. There's clearly like
Chaco. Christian picked up Chaco, and she was doing some Street Fighter 4 guy fucking.
Like when guy
fucking
does a flip.
Yeah. Fucking flip.
And like throws you, or like or like Akuma demon flip throw. They have one of those, and and like she was glowing yellow, which I guess is like a certain type of armor, and I was like, I'm not meaning to, Hawk. I'm just following your Kill la Kill advice, and it was just spamming buttons, and it kept coming out. But eventually, I think the second and third time we went in there because the lines were super short.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed to be there mostly for Smash and Soul Calibur. Yeah. Not even Soul Calibur.
Not even Soul Calibur, just Smash. Yeah.
But we went in there a couple more times. By like the third time we played, we were definitely like blocking, actually trying to bait shit out. And Hawk found the break move. I don't remember what button it was, but armored moves were definitely not working anymore. We started calling in the assists. So
and also like what you can also do is like hit him to the wall and they get like stuck there, and then you can like run up the wall and just like stick there like a Naruto shit, and you can like run on the wall and like just fight from there too, which is like really cool because the camera goes like sideways. It kind of gives that like illusion of you like stuck on the wall and like you are able to like fight on the wall too. It's like really kind of trippy. So,
but funny enough, sometimes I think we glitched the game because like
we might have, yeah.
One of us would be in the wall and the other would be like still on the ground, and we'd be like jumping like, how do we get up there?
Yeah, it might have been some button. But I don't know. But
we don't know. Like, well, when you're doing these demos, you don't really want to take the time to like figure everything out, because you know, people, even though the lines are short, there are people waiting.
Yeah,
so you want to make sure
kind of speed it up. Yeah. Speaking of which, the camera in Kill la Kill wigged the fuck out a couple of times too.
Oh
so
boy.
Yeah,
that's super early.
Yeah.
Super early.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I was honestly shocked that they had a playable copy. They had a playable.
It didn't crash.
I was like,
it didn't crash.
I was like, didn't that like just get announced? I feel like they need a little more time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Dude, I'm looking at this move list from the website, Hawk. There is a lot of stuff that we were not doing.
Oh yeah, and then also we were able to use meter, so we were like meter burning like all these special moves and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. And like Christian let me do the level 3 just to like for us to see. And then basically, like, you do your special, but, like, also your team comes out, too, so you, like...
Yeah, your 2 assists also come out and beat that ass.
Yeah, they beat that ass and do a lot of damage.
All right.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think it's overall, like, that casual, like, fighting game that you do shit and cool shit happens, and... Yeah,
basically, it's basically a Shippuden... not a Shippuden,
Ninja Storm.
Like a Ninja Storm game, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, basically like that. If you want to also compare it to another game, it's kind of like One Piece Burning Blood, because you also had... assists and stuff like that. It tried to play like Marvel 3, that kind of thing. So, but you know, it's, I guess it's, you know, like I said, I think it'll do well for what it is, but we'll see. We'll see if one of us buys it or whatever, and maybe do a one time or maybe a let's play of it. We'll see.
We have time.
Yeah.
We have time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But the next one what we definitely like to talk about is Soul Calibur.
Yes, we will talk about Soul Calibur. My Soul Calibur record at the moment is 0-6. A lot of it was because I was so happy GI didn't cost meter that every time I lost, I was trying to GI. It was like 2-2, and I was like, I know Nightmare's normal, and I was gonna GI it. Apparently, I was told later, it's like, yeah, those screens are very laggy, so.
Yeah,
I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm going to use unfamiliarity with the new system. The game's a lot faster than 5. It feels it feels very 2.
Yeah,
it feels very 2, which
the movement
means a lot.
The movement is it's like I love it. It's just it's
jelly.
It's pretty.
So
it's like
jelly.
I wouldn't say it's one-to-one with Soul Calibur 2, but it's pretty close.
It's a lot closer than
its own thing.
Yeah.
They didn't let us remap the buttons, so I don't know if you played on default controls in 5.
I pretty much did.
Keeters. So
I did.
Maybe.
I did.
Okay, you did. So maybe you would have felt more at home. Big change is the way back throws work. In previous Soul Calibur games, B and G, vertical and guard, would do the back throw. However, in this game, it's like Street Fighter, where it's like throw is only A and G, and then you push a direction, and it'll do either a back throw or a forward throw. So teching back throws are going to be a little harder. You're not going to be able to use those option selects like we once were. Game feels really good. The characters in there, they are different. I played Taki most of the time, and I need to sit in I'm not gonna play a demo of this game ever again because I need to sit in a training mode and figure these characters out. It's so frustrating being like, what? That's not her ground bomb. What the hell did I just do? What the hell? I just threw a projectile and playing Taki. What the fuck?
You like, threw that projectile and then like you did something and I like fucking exploded.
Straight in the possession stand. Yeah. And there's a bunch of weird stuff.
And I exploded and like went up in the air and shit. And I think you can do something from there or something. I don't know. But like it's pretty much kind of like you do that punch to the ground and then like it does an explosion or some shit. Back in like the older games, at least Natsu did it. I don't remember if Taki ever did it back in the past, but I I play Siegfried. I also play Nightmare in that demo, and they're pretty fun. But the only thing I will say is that I could not find their stomp, and that's a lot of people.
It might have changed.
It might have changed. So no one ever found out where the stomp is, and I'm not the only one who made that comment. So.
We didn't want to also just pause and try to look at the computer.
Yeah.
Is in there. Day one, I played with the pad. Still plays really good on a pad. Yeah. I brought my hitbox the second time, which was the first time playing with the hitbox. Mm-hmm. Previous to that, I'd played on stick. But game feels really good, really smooth. Mm-hmm. Sidesteps work. Mm-hmm. Guard impacts do come out.
Yes.
You just gotta time them well, Christian. So, but
by our last match together, we definitely did some GIs, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and we were definitely like
getting used to it.
We were getting used to it, and we were doing some good stuff. We
were actually doing the reverse edge or whatever, and I kept doing the guard because I didn't know what to do after that.
Wait, that's what you were doing? I was making guesses. I wasn't even cheating. Like I wasn't kill. I was like, He's probably doing vertical. I was wondering what was going on.
So do you know how reverse edge works? Like, how do you make your choice? Is it by stick or is it you hit a button or two?
Oh, it's one of the buttons. It's either horizontal, vertical, or I think kick.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Or maybe and I think you can also sidestep or guard out of it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess you didn't know either.
I kept hitting guard by accident, so I'm just like always guarding. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go with it. And then I came out of that alive somehow. But yeah. I did the
also.
I did the stab and then the fucking whoop, just fling him over to the other side with Siegfried. But I also was able to do the night with Nightmare's critical edge, and oh man, that shit looked cool.
Run me over with a horse.
Yes.
And I did just the ninpo shit.
Taki will look pretty cool.
She is definitely a lot of what I remember, like possession stance, the kicks, the basically the physically possible spinning bird kick. Actually, I don't know if that's physically possible. She starts spinning really fast. Well, a lot of stuff I remember, stuff I want to sit in a lab and get used to again with a lot of new stuff. I did also play Sofitia when I played against Jetstream Dan, who bodied me with Grow. He was Grow goes into the stance where he pulls his two swords apart, and then it's like a 50-50. He can go low or he can go mid. But man, that can't wait for that game. Luckily, we only have to wait like 2 months. 2 months?
I think so. Yeah, it comes out in October.
Yeah. So. So the time will come soon. I'm not touching anything like that. Zawarudo, did you see the tournament they had? Were you watching?
When was that? Saturday?
I believe so.
Yes.
Then
wait, no, I think it was Friday.
It was either Friday or Saturday.
It was Friday because Saturday they opened up all the tournament.
Oh yeah, Saturday. No, Saturday was BB Tag. So
yeah, Friday was the tournament.
Yeah.
What was I doing on Friday? I don't remember what the hell I was doing on Friday.
well, I take it you didn't. Well, regardless, we caught a little bit of it. There was an Ivy making use of her new ranged command grab that can ring people out, we found.
Yeah.
And Yoshimitsu doing just Yoshimitsu stuff. That guy's still... The caliber of mix-ups that guy has is still ridiculous.
It is gonna be. It's definitely gonna be something when it comes to the competitive scene. So
I can't wait to see it.
I definitely am looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun.
This will be a really good one, a really good Soul Calibur.
I believe so too. And we'll talk more about that on the Sunday final part. But yeah, I think but yeah, before all, yeah, and I think we did we play any more games before we're gonna go into Smash?
We played a few things here and there, like Ominous R, but we didn't play anything significantly to get impressions on.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, so wait, was that the name of the game that we
Omen of Sorrow?
Yeah.
You happened to miraculously just pick the command grab character.
Yeah, the command grab.
I don't know how you managed to pick the command grab character, but you did. And I got command. Listen, command grab characters are the noob killers. Jesus, dude.
I was like doing some simple combo and it just goes right into the command grab. I was like, whoa, okay. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to play some Saberwolf lookalike.
Yeah,
it wasn't working out.
Yeah, I forgot the character's name, but he kind of looked like a Frankenstein kind of guy. He had lightning, so might have been some sort of Frankenstein monster type of.
That game played surprisingly well for an indie game.
Yeah. It actually
I was kind of impressed. Yeah. So I think that's why I stopped and was just looking at the teleprompter of like them playing it. I was like, this is an indie game?
Yeah.
And then I guess one of the devs walked up and was like, hey, you want to try? I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's the buttons? Because we didn't want SNK heroines to happen again.
Oh, yeah.
What's the buttons?
Yeah. Trying to think of anything else before we really go into Smash, but I think we can go into that one now.
Yeah.
Smirsh. Man.
Before we do that,
yes.
Is there anything else people wanted to comment on Soul Calibur, Keeters? I know you have a.
I haven't gotten to try it yet, so.
But like questions that maybe we didn't address.
I mean, I'll probably just wait till I get my hands on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Alrighty.
So Saturday was Smash Day.
Saturday was 3 hours of sleep day.
Yeah. What we were doing before that, like the night before.
We woke up, got food, got in line. No, we woke up, got in line, got food after.
Yeah. Okay. we were like, all right, we gotta get into Smash now, and then like we got into the 1v1 line, and we're just like, all right, all right, who are you gonna pick? All right, I'm gonna pick this character. All right, I'm gonna pick this character too. All right.
Oh,
cool.
These characters aren't in the build.
All right. There's no Dr. Mario. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna take.
There's no Yoshi. Oh shit.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna pick Ganondorf.
I'll pick Inkling. They're new for the sake of the podcast.
Yeah, and then also what's up?
Default controls are the worst.
And also, we were playing on pro controllers too. I'm like, what?
That wasn't even that bad. It was the default controls where my attack button was, where I thought attack button was just jump.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be pushing the button and be like, boing.
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah.
But you played Ganondorf. You played Ganondorf a couple times. You played in Free For All later. We'll talk about that later. But how did you feel about Ganondorf?
Ganondorf felt so much more fun because he's able to do more stuff now, and he has like, because of the new mechanics around it, like including the short hop, you can like just be able to keep up with other people now, you know. So you could do his short hop nair or his fair, his bear as well.
How do you do that? How do you do the short hop?
It's jump and attack at the same time.
Oh, and you just hold a direction and that.
You hold in the direction.
Come out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's so simple. I love it, and you don't have to do like hit the little end of the of X and then hit whatever.
Flick your hand down.
Flick your hand or whatever. Like, just like kind of sort of semi-plink that button. I don't know, but now all you have to do is just use your thumb and hit jump and attack and whatever you want, whatever direction you want. And you're doing a short hop attack. It's so cool. It's so cool. I thought that was a very nice touch. Air dodging is cool. I felt like that would definitely help with the recovery options for some characters too. But yeah, back on Ganon though. He's really fun. I like, you know, his overall look and stuff like that too. His animations and all that stuff. And also the forward B grab thing, and then you can like kind of combo after. That's a lot easier to do, at least in that build anyway. I was able to do his smash attacks a little bit, but yeah, so they were slow as fuck. But when you hit him, he hits like a truck. So
I think everything felt like it hit like a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, Ganon he's so much more meaty, I think. Yeah. So, and since he has a sword now, I think his range is a little better, and his coverage too. So, his up smash especially, because it's just basically he just swipes his sword upward instead of like the upward kick, which I will miss because I love the sound that Ganon makes when he kicks up. He's like, ah! Or some shit. But the sword is cool too. It's a really welcoming
change for Ganon because better coverage, and so he's able to fight against more characters or whatever. But overall, he was really fun. So how was your experience with
Inkling?
With Inkling.
Well, when I wasn't fighting the controller, I was having a good time. From what we did, mashing around, trying to figure it out, I feel like let me think. Oh god, the side B where they pull out the roller operates a lot like Wario's motorcycle.
Yes.
I'll run you over and shit like that, and switch directions and run them back over. I think side B was like the bombs. Like, and A is kind of like Mega Man where you're just shooting the ink, the splatter shot, and those hit a lot harder than I thought they were, because you know how like Mega Man things are just like it's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
They kind of like Fox's lasers. Those like every shot and thing felt like it had weight to it, which I liked. Recovery seemed pretty good. Reminded me a lot of like I don't know if you can sweet spot it because I'm not really up and at 'em with the technical aspects of it. But like it went really high. There were points where I was like, "Oh, I'm dead," and I'd up B, and I'm like, "Whoo!" going real high, real fast. It's like the super jump. The run animation was probably what blew me away because I just started running, and they turn into the squid, like they're swimming when they run, which is super cool. I really like that a lot, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. I didn't figure out how to refill my ink, which definitely played a part where I was trying to do stuff. And later Quiet told me, he's like, "Oh, you shield and hold down." I was just holding shield and watching my shield get smaller as Hawk beat the shit out of me with Ganon. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? But played on the new Zelda map with the one temple.
Oh, the Grand Plateau. Oh, the Great Plateau. Yeah.
I was bouncing the fuck around.
We were like bouncing between the floor and that fucking roof, and then like it shattered eventually, of course. But like
it's like that far right end of what is it? Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Castle. Yeah.
Consolidated into one map.
Yeah. That was fun. I definitely felt like I did get a good amount with Ganondorf and what was it? Oh yeah. We were able to play one more match.
A second round.
Round.
So
I played Ridley. And
how was that?
And I feel like he has some similarities with Bowser, I would say, but maybe a little more nimble because obviously he's like more skinny and stuff like that. But like he also kind of is sort of like DDD in a way because he has multiple hops because of the wings. And you have the fire breath and you have the tail and stuff like that. And overall, yeah, he does.
So he plays like Charizard.
He kind of like Charizard pretty much. I think they might have the same rig. If I think about it, it's like okay, yeah. I think those two are probably the closest to each other. If I have to make.
But they're not Echo Fighters.
They're not Echo Fighters. No, but hell no. Like. He has some things. Yeah, he even has the forward B, which is a grab. It's kind of like he goes forward and grabs. It's like Ganondorf's, which is funny. But when he
drags you all the way,
yeah, he drags you across the floor and like just slams you or something like that, which is kind of cool. And he has the fire breath, which I didn't spam too much, but I threw it here and there. So he can throw a fireball or two.
Yeah, I didn't really feel like you spammed at all when I was playing you. But what do I know? I'm not an expert. You could have been an asshole.
Yeah. But overall, yeah, he was pretty fun to play. I would like to try him out a little more once the game comes out and stuff. I would like to try to use more of that tail since it seems to be a little more potent in some ways. So, but overall, yeah, he's pretty interesting and. He's definitely a welcoming addition, and he looked pretty good on the screens, so good on that.
Those screens, I think, were the best screens at the event.
Yes.
Nintendo, I think, brought some quality stuff. Maybe not the posters they were giving out.
Oh, yeah. those posters were a little disappointing. It was just like literally just Battlefield and then just Smash Brothers, you know, over it. I'm just like, okay, all right. I mean, it's a poster, I guess, but if it was on a T-shirt, then I'm like, okay, all right, I'm down, you know. But it's just a little smaller like poster. So I'm just like, all right. I mean, I guess that's something. But before that, or no, actually after that, sorry. We were able to go in the free-for-all line, and then we got in there a little quicker. But
yeah, that line moves a lot fast, even though they also let you play 2 rounds of free-for-all.
Yeah. That time I did play Ganondorf and Little Mac. So Little Mac, he definitely still is hard to, you know, recover, but it's he does have that the directional air dodging, so it's, you know, it weighs easier. But once
he can side B at and then up B.
Yeah.
So that definitely, because I think I played Zelda also, and that definitely played a part in what I was doing with the Din Spire.
Yeah. He's still Little Mac beyond that, so you know he'll still fun to play. And I didn't get the chance to do the you know, the knockout punch or whatever. I don't think.
Really hard to do in a free for all.
Yeah, it's really hard to do a free for all. When I play Ganondorf, that's a lot more fun because he just hits hard and beats up people, you know, and especially with the sword, just that coverage, dog, is so good.
When you grab a Mega Mushroom and we're on Moray Towers, so it's just a big vertical plane, there's not a lot of horizontal space. Those smash attacks were taking up like half the stage.
Yes, yeah. That was definitely a problem when that happened. We put and mind you, we did play with items on too, so
yeah, but like, both things had items on.
Yeah.
I think one of our 1v1s we got beat up by our assist trophies.
Yeah, we did. No, Knuckles fucking just like.
Yeah, I'm over here fighting my controls, and Hawk's over there fighting Knuckles.
Yeah.
Like, how do I?
It's fucking.
Don't worry, he got me with Beware later.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Beware. Yeah, Beware cover. Got me covered. So he was
like, no, you're my favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, Knuckles is just like fucking being that enchilada and just beat my ass. So, but yeah, but
we got the sudden death when you were playing Ridley. I forgot.
Yeah, we did,
dude. And those people in line were like, "Get him!"
Yeah,
they were getting more excited than us.
Yeah, they're like, "Come on, get him!" Yeah, and
I lost to the side B grab thing, and that thing, I was like, "Can I DI out of it?"
Yeah, were you playing Corrin that time?
Yes. Yeah. Character felt exactly the same.
Yeah.
Minus the fact that I think you could wiggle out of the
the side B or whatever.
The side B. You wiggled. I think you wiggled out of it. Which I don't think you could do before. Like you would wiggle, but I felt like you fell out of it a lot easier. Also, sometimes I would side B you, and during the initial thing, and you wouldn't get punctured. You would just fly. So I don't know. Like demoing games is really hard to get impressions on other than general feel. I feel bad that I don't have any technical things to say about it.
Yeah.
Other than like stuff I knew going in, but the game feels good. Feels like Smash 4.5. Not saying that in terms of a meme, but I can't wait to play it. I still wish Lynn would bust out of an assist trophy, but
rip.
Rip for now.
Rip for now. So free for all. The other free for all game I also played Snake, but I have nothing to say about that because I never played Snake, so I spent that whole game just dying. So I have even less to say about how Snake feels.
We were playing on the Prism Tower stage, you know, from Pokemon Sun and Moon. And it's one of those changing stages. So Chris was trying to do the homing rocket launcher, and
I didn't know what I was trying to do.
Yeah, and then you can control the missile where it goes, right? But you're stuck in that state until the missile is exploded, and then the stage was rising, right? So Chris was just stuck on the ground, and then until the stage went all the way up, the little box, the floor or whatever, what do you call it? The stage boundary, came up, and then he died. So he died trying to do a special move or whatever. So I got him killed. and mind you, we did play 2.5 minutes each, so we were able to play 5 minutes overall.
10 total minutes. And at that point, I was like, I don't want to get back in that line and fight the controls.
Yeah. We definitely got the general feel of it, which was pretty cool. So I had fun with it. It felt like more more zippy than I would say than Smash 4. So
the slow-mo, how everybody kind of gets that old the thing that Little Mac got when he uppercutted. The fact that a lot of people have that zoom in, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I got stabbed by Ridley's tail and wasn't even mad. We were playing it free for all.
Uh-huh.
Good shit.
So we are able to play Smash, and now we're looking forward to it more than ever. So I'm definitely looking forward to it in December. And I know there's the Smash Direct, but we'll save that for another episode. We gotta get back.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, next time. But we're gonna talk a little more about EVO. But
I think now's a good time to move on to finals.
Yes, finals. Yeah, because that's pretty much all we did. And I think I think from after Smash, we just kind of just played the same game and kind of just fucked around a little bit. And
did a lot of walking.
We did a lot of walking. We watched
that game was hard.
Because our feet were hurting, and we watched we watched the side tournament stuff, including KI, and we kind of just we were talking to people and stuff like that. And and there's the whole thing with the Maximilian panel thing. I guess if you want to talk about that.
Fucking proposal.
It was a marriage.
That was pretty crazy.
Marriage proposal.
That was unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
I got pretty emotional. I almost cried. I was pretty close to crying when that happened.
Really, Peters, you cry? Nah.
All the time, baby.
You are definitely a man of emotion. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. And I filmed, or excuse me, I had the camera for the Twitch stream, and that was really fun. Because at first I came up to JJ and I was like, hey, you guys need help? And she was like, oh, maybe. Let me ask Max. So what can Hawk do, or whatever, or Sean do? And he's like, yeah, you can document. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, just take pictures. She's like, oh, okay. And then so she's kind of just grabbed her phone and be like, all right, here, take pictures or whatever. I'm like,
they seemed a lot more organized this year than last year.
Yeah,
because at the end of the panel, me and Seth walked up. You're like, you need help? And he's like, no, good. Okay. Well, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Seth walked up. He's like, I have Hawk stuff. Want me to put it over there? He's like, sure. I'm not even sure Max knew who me and Seth were. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. So speaking of whole organization and stuff, though, there's some pretty fun. One of my favorite stories of this year's EVO is actually Max's panel. So as you guys know, I did I've been doing Max the posters, one of the posters for that have been Max's giveaways for the last couple of years now. And so last year I didn't really get to enjoy the panel because I was stuck behind the backstage. I was signing prints, and then afterwards, in the middle of signing prints, Max made Sean go and man the stream camera, and made JJ very angry because he needed to sign it too. But basically, I asked JJ when she passed by my artist alley table, I think earlier in that day, do I need to sign posters? She's like, nah, you don't have to do that. That didn't work out very well last time. I was like, all right, cool. So I can actually enjoy the panel now. So I get into the panel. I basically failed to sneak into the front. Bunch of people recognize me as well.
Dude, we got there
I guess I'm kind of
half an hour early, and there was a line.
Yeah.
Like, you sent us early to go get seats because last year we got there obscenely early. Like the thing wasn't even open, so we could have got seats then. This year, nah, dude. Nope. That panel was huge.
Crazy amount of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to sneak in. People were like, you know what, just go to the front. You worked on the panel. You basically should have front row seats. So I'm like, all right, cool. Failed to sneak by. People recognize me. I guess I'm like kind of Hollywood now, but not really. I don't know. I don't think I'm that Hollywood, but I guess a lot of people recognize you, which I thought was really nice. It was really nice to get that little bit of recognition. And panel starts. Max introduces the poster. I'm sitting there, whatnot, and it goes by for a while, and I think someone like calls out Wooly, and so like Wooly like walks up. He's all dejected, and he's like, "Yeah, we're doing some like slave work back there." I'm just like, oh my god, they're doing what I was doing last year.
Yeah.
So I'm like pretty much like
I pointed the camera at them like, all right, here you go.
It was just so funny thinking like, oh my god, somehow they got the best friends who are way more prestigious than like
are they
than I am.
Oh, than you. Oh, I thought you meant
they're way more prestigious than I am.
No, I thought you were gonna say way more prestigious than Max.
No, like, I'm not. Yeah, actually, I would say that I'd probably have more friends who know who the best friends are than who know Max is.
Yeah,
right. In terms of like normies. In terms of like
numbers, though.
Well, sheer numbers.
Mind you, Max covers fighting games and they cover everything else. So.
Yeah, that's why I do realize that. Yeah, there's like, that's why I say like in terms of like my normie friends, more of them know the best friends than Max.
Yeah.
But Max is easily more well known for like fighting games and whatnot. But that being said. That was not what I was gonna say though. They're way more prestigious than I am, way more well known than I am. Somehow they're the ones doing all the grunt work, organized to the back of stage. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny. That somehow I guess I got upgraded.
The numbers
are not have to do slave work. I don't have to do slave work this time.
Numbers are in.
At this moment, Super Best Friends subscribers 733,261.
Max is getting close to a million, right?
864,000. So a little higher. Max is catching up. Well, you know what? Yeah. Best Friends ain't in the Guinness Book of World Records. So
that is true.
So eat that.
That is true. I'm just saying that I think in terms of like quote unquote normies, more people probably know the Best Friends more.
Right, because they cover more genres. So
yeah, but that's normies.
And you brought up that thing with the Guinness Book of Records. Yeah, so so basically he got the record of most subscribers for a fighting game based channel. So it's just cool.
That being said, like wait, what was the numbers again? Like I know Max was getting really close to 1 million, so he's actually higher than the.
Only by 100,000.
Over by over 100,000.
Yeah.
Only by like 100,000.
Considering though that he's a niche, that is Max definitely covers a niche, which is fighting games.
I think streaming has helped a lot. Streaming has helped.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's pretty crazy that like, I think that's pretty crazy that someone who's like, not that I don't think they need any comparison to be honest, but like it's pretty crazy that he's gotten more of a following just from a niche.
Well, they kind of have a fucking kayfabe rivalry, so
yeah, that's true.
It's kind of funny, in my opinion. Like what was one of the questions at the panel? Someone's like saltiest moment, and Steve was like MK9 challenge tower, and then Wooly from the sweatshop down behind the panel reaches up with one hand, grabs a mic, and be like, "It wasn't that hard, Steve."
Yeah,
that was terrific.
Well, I mean, I remember that boss rage. I was pulling an all-nighter for college. I was pulling an all-nighter for like my BFA course, and when that was going on. So, and I remember looking up. I finished my assignment. I was getting ready to go to sleep, and they just finished. I was like, "Oh, all right." That was
I remember watching
really long boss rage.
Watching for several hours, messaging my friends like, "Hey, these guys are playing MK9 Challenge Tower, and then I went to bed and woke up. My friend messages me. He's like, "Yo, they're still doing it." I was like,
"Oh my god, yeah."
What the
fuck? Good times.
Yeah. But if we're talking about like, I guess highlights or stories or whatever for that panel. So yeah, I was still taking pictures with their phone, right? And then Z came in with the backpack and the camera, and I'm like, oh shit. And then
it's the ball and chain.
Yeah. Kunai with chain. No, so he gave it to Kenny first, and then Kenny was trying to host the or moderate the Q&A, and he's kind of just like, oh fuck, what do I do? And I'm like, dude, keep it here. I'm like, he's like, all right. And then once he gave me the camera, I'm like, yeah, all right, I got the camera now. And then oh man, I was like going at it with the camera angles and shit. I had to use my phone for the stream because like, you know, there's no monitor or screen on it, so I had to like use my phone as the screen so I can see what camera angle I'm doing and stuff. And I can see the chat too, so I'm like seeing the reactions and everything. It's really cool. So that was my second time doing that. And once all that was done, I gave the camera back to Z, and I was able to gave my contact. We exchanged contact information. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he was just like, he even said like, he told me like, yeah, you know, nice camera work. Once you had it made the stream a lot better and stuff like that. He's like, oh, and I was like, oh yeah, thank you. And
Kenny's kind of sporadic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen his periscopes.
Yeah. So I talked to Z. I'm like, yeah, you know, if you have any more stuff in the future, I'm, you know, more than happy to help out. He's like, all right, yeah. And he's like, do you have a business card? I'm like, oh shit, no, but
you gotta come to these events with business cards, man.
I know. I gotta maybe I gotta get that developed and stuff like that. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. But anyways, I was like,
knows you though.
I actually, at least I was able to exchange my phone number, and he's like, all right, cool, you know, and I, you know, got the text and everything, and then I was like, oh, did you get my message? And I was like, he's like, yeah, you know, it works now, so we're cool. So hopefully, you know, I hear back from him soonish or whatever, whenever stuff comes up. So it could be a start of something, and yeah, you know, Z of all people, you know, to start with, that'd be so cool. So, but hopefully, you know, stuff happens. We'll see. So, that was my little personal highlights. So, yeah. Other than that, you know, I was able to talk with everyone else, like catch up with them, including Mike and Andrew and stuff like that. It's really cool. So, I had a good time at the panel, and that line after the fucking panel was like so long.
Dude. Me and Fako we happened to be at the front because that's where we were sitting. We were watching BB Tag finals during the panel because it was mostly Q&A. Yeah. But like, we got up, we're like, hey, Hawk seems kind of busy, and we're not really here to
help.
Like, well, we tried to help.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
There was nothing to help with.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to like hold up the line or like stuff like that. So we went to an aquarium, and when we were done, it was like an hour or so later. We came back. There's still a fucking line.
Yeah, it was
what
like
the hell?
It started at what 3-ish, and then it ended like at a solid like 8:30 or 9 or something. It was like, whoa.
Every year, Max is like, I need the last panel slot because it's gonna take 10,000 years.
Yep. Yeah.
Every time.
Smart move. Because there's a lot of people, and it seems to be growing every fucking year. So
didn't they ask like whose first Evo this was, and like over half the room stood up.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
That's cool. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking nuts, dude.
Right. Yeah. So it's quite the number of people in the room, and he has to thank every single one. So that's why it takes so long.
Which is why I don't mind. This is why I don't mind not actually doing it. I did have another opportunity to talk to Wooly, ironically, but I always get this thing. I was like, nah, they're probably busy because I know they're popular. So in my back of my mind, I was like, they don't want to be bothered. Because me and Danielle were walking trying to find a couple of people from the Roomby group. And we were walking from the Luxor to the Mandalay. And Wooly was just standing there talking to someone. I was like, oh, there he is. Nah, he's talking to someone. Just kept walking. So right now, my only exchange with Wooly is, hey, you're in the way from last year. So maybe someday I'll be like, Yeah, I've only talked to you one other time, and I just told you you're in the way of the camera. so someday I'll talk about it.
Yeah. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could get as starstruck as Keter seeing Infiltration.
That was
I had never seen someone's face light up as much as when, like, because you were talking to me and he was passing by behind me, and your face like blew up.
It's
dude.
Infiltration,
dude. You look like you pulled $1,000 lottery ticket.
I mean, well, oh, we can talk about that later.
Oh man,
we can talk about that. We can talk about that later.
Yeah, but gosh, I think after that,
mostly just food.
It was just food. Yeah, it was just food.
Hanging out, drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really. Don't go to Sin City Bar. That's the only disclaimer.
That bar was pretty bad. Although my drink was okay because
your drink was bourbon on the rocks. How do you mess that up?
How do you fuck that up? Yeah.
I asked for Long Island iced tea, and I feel like I got rum and coke. So it's all right. It's whatever. But
and then Seth ordered a rum and coke, and he said it was disgusting. So
yeah, I don't know. I downed the drink as much as I could. We went walking around. I think now is a good time to transition into finals, though. You guys.
Well, although you did take us to the wrong place, and I had to step in and with the navigator and stuff like that. So, we were. So after we were.
Are you talking about the wrong lift thing?
No. Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to
talk about that after. We'll talk about that after.
Okay. All right. So let's jump into finals. So, we got there first. So it was me, Jeff or Keters and Quiet, right? And we got there early. Well, not super early, but like I'll say 10 o'clock, right? We were there on time for like melee and stuff like that. Before all that stuff, we had this like little argument that like, oh, you have to go print out the tickets. No, you don't. You have to print out the tickets. No, you don't.
We didn't have to.
We did not have to print out the tickets. Thank God.
Also, thank you, Mr. Wiz, for the security.
Yeah,
it was awesome. I appreciate the security check.
Although the no bottle caps allowed, but have a bottle with you kind of thing was really weird.
Wait, what?
That was pretty dumb.
Yeah, because if you had a bottle of water, right, they were like, "Oh, could you take off the cap, please?" I'm like, we're just like, "What?" And it's like,
yeah, that was pretty dumb.
Yeah,
that's a weird security issue.
I think I guess it like kind of makes sense because it's like they don't want you. I guess they don't want you littering bottle caps around, like chucking that shit off stage. But
it
doesn't make that.
Or were they afraid of like bombs? That much.
Maybe bombs.
If they were afraid of bombs,
they would not have the bottle.
If they were afraid of bombs, they would. They
don't let me bring toothpaste on the plane.
Okay, here's the thing: if they were afraid of bombs, you can't. Most people aren't gonna be able to put in like bomb material in a bottle cap that's already sealed.
Yeah, so, I don't know, dude. I don't think it was litter based because there was tons of litter.
Yeah, I don't actually know. It's there were a lot of weird decisions that were made for this year's finals. But I mean, I can talk about it when we get there. But
safe.
Anyway, Pat, we passed security. We got some free stuff. I got the freaking Side Beast little horn thing that you can like go talk into and shit. Yeah. But other than that, we were able to watch finals and pretty good seats, you know. And
y'all showed up for Melee.
Yeah.
How was that, by the way?
Leffen won. That was pretty cool.
I was really happy that Leffen won.
I feel like everyone else had problems.
Plop, fucking a Mango. They just I was so sad.
Yeah,
I was so sad.
Plop had an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Mango just didn't feel like he was playing very well. Mango's the kind of player where when he peaks, he's unbeatable, but that peak Mango used to show up all the time. Now it's like once a year.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I guess this year, like it's like not even like I never felt that. I didn't feel that he was like up. Like we saw him literally SD like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it was unfortunate because It was unfortunate because I wanted him to win.
Yeah.
But happens.
But I also wanted Leffen to win, and when he got that last what was it, up air?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I really liked Leffen winning and stuff.
I just wish everyone else played better.
I know. At least some of the matches were really good, like Wizrobe versus Jigglypuff or Hungrybox.
All the Falcons.
The Falcons were on point.
Yeah.
They did what they could. And Johnny or
two Falcons in top 8?
Yeah.
There were 2 Falcons top 8. I mean, Wizrobe is amazing.
Yeah.
Wizrobe might be one of the most. I almost think that Wizrobe is kind of like the new Hexamon. He's so technical. Like most Falcon players play really like balls to the wall. Reese based super YOLO.
Yeah.
Wizzy is technical like how Hacks used to be.
Yeah.
He's like plays purely by reaction.
Yeah, reads and stuff. Yeah.
Reads, but mostly reactions. He's a very technical player. Where I'd say like Bobby Scar and and S2J are like the reads kind of players, because that's you play.
Oh yeah, true.
When you're playing with reads, you go YOLO.
I think None is like that too.
Yeah, None's like that.
Yeah.
But it's not that surprising to see Wizrobe in top 8. I think he's like really good, and I actually think if he had beaten Hbox, there was a chance he could have won the whole tournament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was very real, because Wizrobe can fuck up anyone. Well, maybe not Armada, but Armada might be a tough fight for him, but he's really good.
Yeah. And his fight with Hungrybox was really close.
Pretty close.
And on top of Johnny versus
I
Armada.
did not think Johnny would get so close.
Yeah.
I thought Johnny was gonna get washed, and he actually did really well.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. He could have. At one point, I think he could have taken it.
Mm-hmm.
That was scary.
Mm-hmm. That was good. That was a really good match. I was actually glad that Johnny did what he could. So
yeah, I just wish. I think it's unfortunate that Melee is best 2 out of 3 until finals. Like that's always been a problem with well, yes, Hbox had an interview with like an ESPN interviewer where they talk about that, and it's like the way Hbox is that it's like different. It's like the tennis or like the Wimbledon, whatever. There's different types of stages, and you sort of just have to try to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of sucks, because I feel like Melee is like, because how fast-paced Melee is, I feel like 3 out of 5 is more necessary than something like, I don't know, Street Fighter.
Oh man,
which is very slow. But we'll get the Street Fighter when we get the Street Fighter.
Yeah,
I have some words about that.
Yeah, but overall, it wasn't the worst or anything. I felt pretty. It was satisfactory at the
Leffen winning is definitely historic.
Yeah,
super historic. It's great for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's super good for Leffen.
Yeah.
It's exciting. We'll just see it. We'll see how Leffen keeps going.
Yeah.
But now Sweden and America are tied for EVOs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just to keep these on board, the top 8s for the games that were on Saturday in Justice 2, big variety of characters in top 8. Really big. Person who won, Rewind, played 4 different characters: Catwoman, Black Adam, Firestorm, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's a top tier character now. Dr. Fate, Starfire, Red Hood, Black Manta, Poison Ivy, Robin, Hellboy, Cheetah. That's a lot of characters for a game I don't play. That's a lot of character variety for a top 8.
Yeah.
On the other spectrum though, BB Tag, Ruby Gordo did win, but that was hi-ho. Fame got second with Eugen. There was also a Hazama, New 13. Waldstein Tager 4th by Koji Cog. Kazunoko was also playing Team Scythe. He got 5th. He was tied for 5th with Finrudi, who was using Jin Hide, normal boys. Buddha. Gordo, new. Gordo seems to be the most prominent. He's on like three different teams. But the Waldstein Taker, so cool to watch. Looks fucked up.
Yeah.
Cool to watch though. So we'll see how that game goes, especially with the new additions we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Briefly, since not all of us have played them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Link won Soul Calibur 6 exhibition.
Oh, and that was the guy with the Ivy, right, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My character.
So I guess for now, Ivy is the top character for now.
Nairo won the Smush exhibition too.
Nairo? Oh, nice. But if you want to talk about fucking Smash 4 finals, oh boy.
I haven't seen nothing. I just hear a bunch.
Yeah, okay,
I heard
so
I
only have the cliff notes. So apparently, people hate Bayonetta.
Yes.
And to the point where people were being disruptive and kind of toxic and just booing the entire time. So apparently, like, this started in pools. Like, people were booing these people since then. But moving along, eventually they had 2 Bayonettas in grand finals. Am I following this correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And then
it was Captain Zack and someone else.
Just kept getting booed.
Yeah.
So eventually, the 2 players know each other. They're friends. Eventually, they just look at each other like, well, fine. And then they just start just running the clock. Just start charging the guns and don't move. Which is also pretty immature.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Overall, it's whatever. I mean, if you're gonna play a competitive game for money, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you do what you gotta do to win.
You do what you gotta do to win. I don't think they made the right choice, but I don't think the audience made the right choice. But I also think it's nothing. I think in a couple weeks people will forget about this and it'll be like I think what happened at what was it Genesis, where the Smash percentages were wrong. Mm-hmm. I think that's a bigger deal, and people don't even bring that up anymore. So, this is just a dumb drama that players responding in kind to the community that was responding to their picks. I mean, what do y'all think about it?
Bayonetta is Bayonetta. That's all I think of it. That's what I think of it.
There's gonna be like that's like the same with like camis in Street Fighter 5 too. Like there's a good number of camis that were popping up in these other top 8s. At least this time around that wasn't the case, but I felt like Cami was in that similar situation, right? But it's just it is what it is, and it's just that's just something we have to deal with, unfortunately. You know, sometimes, especially for a game like Smash 4, where it's not gonna get updated anymore. So that's like, you know, it should be something people think about. It's like, oh well, the game is not updated or anything like that, or patched, because Smash Ultimate is coming. So why get all fucking flustered and mad about it when we know there's a new game coming anyway? So it's like, we're definitely gonna have a bigger variety of characters, especially with the whole "everyone is back" motto. So you have to understand that the game is not being updated anymore, so we're just stuck with these characters for Smash 4, and that's where we're gonna have to deal with. And that's and this time around, we just so happen to have these 2 Bayonetta players in the top. So it's like, why, I don't know, why get mad at that? I definitely don't understand that. And I mean, it's your choice to walk out and shit, but
I think there was a bunch of bad decisions on both parts.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's as much of an issue as it makes the community look bad. No, it's just gonna be like a speck on the Smash thing, because Smash is gonna be popular no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. Well, wasn't it? Didn't someone in Melee like the Smash community is so tight knit despite all the toxicity? Didn't who was it make Didn't someone make like third or something in Melee and say like, "Hey, I'm gonna split my pot bonus with"?
No, that was
below.
Leffen.
That was Leffen. So the one who won, right?
The one who won was like, "Yeah, this is bullshit."
Yeah, because the payout is not good enough.
Seventh place gets $130.
Yeah, so see, the Smash community will take care of itself.
At the number one, the biggest, most quote unquote prestigious event, fighting game event, fifth place, like basically seventh place at EVO gets you $150. That doesn't do shit if you're traveling. That is like my gas money.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like, it's pretty bad.
That doesn't even pay a plane ticket for me to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's pretty much just like your hotel room.
Yeah, for one night or something. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad.
That's bad.
There's a lot of things about EVO that when you actually look, like, it's a really good from what I hear, it's really good for the spectators. There are things about it that kind of suck for the players.
Right.
But I hear part of that has less to do with like the way EVO run, more of like, Street Fighter gets a pretty good prize pool because Capcom puts money in the prize pool.
Yeah.
And that's kind of on up
Nintendo's
to
not.
help.
I don't think they're gonna put.
I don't know if they. I feel like it'd be smart if they did, because Melee is such a like, it gets views.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it gets views.
No. It's not about it getting views. I understand it gets views and it broke all the Twitch records, but I don't know about Nintendo putting big prize pool money into tournaments. People had to fight to actually get it to happen. So it's like,
I mean, I think it'd be a good thing. I think
it'd be a terrific thing. Even NRS takes.
I feel like that could happen for all Smash Ultimate at least.
Yeah, I think it'd be a smart thing because how
they are pushing their competitive scenes with the Nintendo Versus stuff. But they're gonna have to put. Nintendo makes dumb decisions, dude. Yeah. Like their reveal.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying they will. I never said they will do it. I feel like it'd be a smart thing if they put money into Melee, but I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen because they don't do that.
Yeah.
And it infuriates me because I don't know. Look at the Melee numbers. Look at the also you have someone like I don't know, Ninja, like pretty much basically like restreaming I forget which tournament, but he restreamed like one of the Melee tournaments. He got a ton of eyes on Melee. Like, it'd be really smart if Nintendo supported it, but it's not gonna. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen because they're gonna keep trying to push the new game, which is fine. But like they Smash Ultimate's a new thing, and like it seems like a lot of people from Melee are gonna be able to are happy to jump on board, but
they're not gonna.
Come on, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like, $150, $130 for seventh place.
That's so
when you
sad.
when you have to fight your way through like tons of people to get to top 8.
Yeah.
That's fucked. I most people make more doing like a couple days at a fucking day job. You'd make more money like probably working at McDonald's actually than doing that. But that's what's fucked up about it.
And how much was like the entry?
$10.
That's $10.
Yeah. So it also depends on how many people enter the tournaments.
Yeah.
Which this year Melee was actually less than Smash 4, I think. But literally by like 10 people or something like that, like something small like that. So. It's fucked. It's pretty fucked.
It's still pretty fucked though, no matter how you look at it. It's just yeah.
I don't think any of us. I don't think any of us think Nintendo's going to.
That's why sponsors exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it also depends on what you. It depends on your sponsor too. Like Xbox getting fourth is fine because he's sponsored by Liquid, but Wizrobe's not sponsored.
Yeah.
Wizzy hates sponsored. He's paying
I'm just saying that's why
pocket.
sponsors exist. Because these things happen where payouts get shitty. So you need a sponsor to say like, "Hey, I'm still making top 8. My name's out there. I need support though, so I can keep going out there. And the more I win, the more eyes are on me, and the more I can advertise your product."
Yeah, I wish was Rope got something. So
he was sponsored by Fries earlier. I don't know what happened with that. I guess maybe Fries happened. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe maybe it had something to do with Christian visiting it too many times, and some sort of something came out of it. So I don't know.
This guy bought like a flex tape and like fucking masking tape and hot glue and super glue, like,
but not electrical tape.
Some shitty cables. What is? We gotta stop sponsoring this Melee player. He's probably trying to build a CRT or something. I don't know. But moving on from Smash.
Moving on from Melee, yeah.
Tekken 7.
Yes.
I only saw a bit of the butt end of this.
Yo, fucking Little Majin.
Little Majin is pretty cool.
Majin was so fun to watch. He was the one who put JDCR in losers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of more of the prize pool, though.
Yeah.
You know what's really fucked up?
What?
Low High, you know, as much as I didn't like watching him, you know, he got first place at EVO for Tekken.
Yeah.
He made $7,000 for first place. That is nothing.
Oh.
That is nothing, actually.
Sponsored, though.
Low High?
He is sponsored, yeah.
He is sponsored, yeah. I don't know how Korean sponsors are, but I don't know, like, considering how much people make it, like Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is also supported by the CPT, though.
Yes.
And hang on, let me look up the entrance.
But Namco has a Tekken World Tour.
Yeah, there's a World Tour going on right now.
Is EVO part of that?
I know it should be.
Should be.
I imagine
I'm going to be shocked if it's not.
Did they not put anything into the
I'm gonna be really shocked if it's not, because I don't know actually, but it certainly doesn't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Joey Fury was like talking about it as like, well, that's not a lot of money for not a lot of money for a prestigious tournament.
Tekken was still like really high in entrance too. It was like
third most
1,200.
popular, third most popular.
Third?
So third most popular, yes. After Street Fighter. Dragon Ball was first.
I know Dragon Ball was first. I was just looking.
But I don't know.
1,500.
That being said, though. That being said, though, Little Majin was pretty cool.
Yeah. Back
Little Majin was okay. Pretty cool is an understatement. Little Majin was fucking sick. Off my voice.
King.
Yeah.
King got third place. That's pretty great.
But what about Rongchu?
A character with no lows.
Rongchu. With the panda dog.
Dude, fuck bears. No, I'm just kidding. I hate fighting bears, but they're pretty fun to watch. They're actually really fun to watch.
The fact that
but nobody likes fighting them.
Bear made it into top 8 though.
Yeah.
They're almost eliminated Kudons.
I think Tekken is probably up there with one of the most balanced fighting games right now, because there's a lot of variety in this top 8. I mean, I think like the most you see is like the usual, like a Jack 7,
2 Shaheens,
and then 2 Shaheens.
2 Shaheens was kind of
like and the Dragonovs, of course. Everyone has a pocket Dragonov, they say.
No, everyone has a pocket Kazumi. That's super not optimized. But no, I'm just kidding. No, everyone has a Dragonov now. Kazumi is like Kazumi was last year.
But no, like
she got nerfed.
Very varied, very lot of variety in that top 8.
Yeah.
Like, much like Injustice, even Guilty Gear Rev 2, which no one got up early enough to watch. Lot of variety. Of course, a Johnny won, but there was only like one dupe of people, which was 2 Kaikisuke's.
Yeah.
But fighting games nowadays, dude, pretty
balanced.
Pretty fucking balanced. Like, I think the only things is like maybe BB, but that's a team-based fighting games. And if you look at it, the only duplicate team was Team Scythe. Everybody had like different teams.
Yeah.
Even Smash Bros, with the exception of the Bayonettas, you got it that had like a Duck Hunt, ZSS, Lucina, and top 8. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fighting games are looking very, very balanced now. Except maybe. Well, we'll talk about Dragon Ball later. Y'all keep talking about Tekken.
Oh man.
Boy. I'll keep talking about Tekken.
Tekken, yeah. I mean, overall, Tekken was pretty fun to watch. I would say, especially what like we've been talking about, Little Majin and stuff, and Kudons was pretty cool.
Kudons is cool. As much as I hate pandas, Ranchu is pretty cool. Really fun to watch.
Yeah. Quiet was eating all of that, dude. He's like,
yeah, it's because he knows how much I hate fighting bears. Because bears and Tekken, you have to learn. You have to train specifically to fight them because they're not humanoid.
Yeah.
So like they don't. You can't play Tekken against bears. You have to learn a totally new game, which is Kuma, and it's so dumb. Yeah. But which is why like you notice a lot. Kudos is struggling. Kudos is struggling against Ranchu because nobody has to fight a bear. Nobody knows how to fight bears because they're bears. Everyone picks like Dragunov or Jack 7 or Shaheen, or I guess last year Kazumi, but since her jab got nerfed, she's not as popular.
Yeah.
Or like Djinn, right? Like Brian Fury. Well, not a lot of Brian Fury because he's super hard, but like basically everyone picks top tiers, and then they got bears. They're just like they're not great. They got like bears have kind of like a shitty backdash, and they're like they have a lot of unsafe stuff that's not real. That's straight up not real, but like. The thing is, they seem real because no one knows about the bear mix. No one knows about the bear mix-up, so they just get.
Dude, fucking, he has a punch that looks like an overhead, but it's a fucking low.
I hate that. Dude. I hate that. But if you fight a bear enough, if you fight bears enough, you can kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
But
they I think when Tekken first came out, Air started getting a lot more views because he's a big supporter of Bandai Namco fighters, including so I mean, avoiding the puddle is a fucking Yoshimitsu move, but he was talking about how the tier lists for the most part only matter in set play. So the fact that what is it, 3 out of 5,
or
whatever in top 8, you could definitely get away with like people were playing Lucky Chloe, who was supposedly piece of shit tier or whatever, and they were still making top 8s because it's 3 out of 5. Surely you'll learn the matchups after like maybe in a 1st to 10 and be able to come back.
Well, but there's just some characters that are like there's like people tend to have 2 different tier lists. One's for death matches, and one is for which is like really long-term like 1st to 10s or just constantly or first assault, right? Which is basically keep playing till one person gives up out of frustration. And they also have tournament tier lists, and there's like every single character is viable in tournament because it's not even just like the 3 out of 5 setting. It's not even about matchups. It's the fact that Tekken as a game is so volatile because the game is so hard and unpredictable that sometimes like you just might not know, or sometimes like in a short enough time because of how fast paced Tekken is, you don't have enough time to download your opponent sometimes. Unless you've been playing that same player for over and over and over, which a lot of Korean players actually do because death matches are pretty much a thing in Asia. But really, any character is like viable. Like you see, like I think in the Master Cup, it was a full team of Gigases that eliminated Kudans from the tournament. The champion eliminated by shit tier character Gigas, which Gigas isn't as bad as people say he is. Like he's bad, but dude, he's got a jab that goes for like is like a continent long, which is like no other character has. So like even the bad characters have some grimy shit. Like I say, like Kuma is not a good character he's not a great character, or he's not a top tier character by any stretch of the imagination. He's objectively worse than like. He's objectively worse than, say, Dragunov, but dude, that bear sweep though is bullshit. And he has a lot of moves that are visually confusing, and that in a 1st to 3 setting, that's enough to throw you. Unless you're super comfortable with fighting bears, unless you fight bears as much as I had to when Tekken first came out, because Quiet plays Kuma. You're probably gonna get hit by the grimy shit that no one ever sees.
That's just matchup knowledge, and that's why I think tournament play is mostly the most valuable skill is adaptation.
Yeah.
Which is why I'll never play in tournaments, because it takes me getting hit by an overhead at least 10 times before I realize, oh, that's an overhead.
But Tekken's cool. Tekken's really cool. I just wish Shaheen was more fun to watch. But
is that Tekken? Is that the Tekken top?
Yeah, that's kind of just top tier Tekken is. I mean, and I'm not really one to talk because I play Kazumi, and the way high level Tekken works is you literally take out every move in the game that is unsafe, and you use like 3 to 5 buttons in neutral, and you basically save the unsafe stuff for capturing your opponent off guard or for hard reads. So you save like launchers for like, oh, this guy's gonna this guy is gonna like hop kicks aren't safe, right? But I was impressed by Ranshu, not because he played bears, right? But because like he literally beat that one Jack 7 player. What was his name again? Kuroma, I think.
I think so.
I think it was a Japanese player, right?
Yeah, it was a Japanese player.
Kuroma, right? He beat Kuroma through hard reads. Like none of that overhead sweep that's actually a low, or jump up low, or fucking bear sweep. Like I didn't see any bear sweeps. Literally, oh, this guy's ducking, I'm gonna hop kick. You can do that with any character that does a hop kick.
Mm-hmm.
And he straight up outplayed Kuroma, which was like, or whatever his name is. I might be butchering his name real bad. I don't know if you're
Kuroma or something.
I don't know if you're here listening to this podcast. I'm so sorry. You're very talented. You're very awesome. I wish I was top 8 material like you. But dude, you got outplayed, and like that's like, I think if you have fundamentals, like you can make any character. If you have Tekken fundamentals, you can make any character work.
Mm.
That's why you also see like there's like you don't see Kazumi's in top 8 anymore because, well, she's like good, but Dragunov's better.
You learn the matchup.
You don't see you don't see a lot of like Paul or Brian. Well, actually, you see Brian sometimes. And EVO, we didn't see Brian in top 8 or what other top tiers? Some people say Law's top, like Jamie J Trans is Law's top 3, but we never see Law's in top 8.
Yeah.
But
there was a Jin in top 8.
Oh, that was so hype, dude. Jin in top 8 was so cool because you never see Jin.
Yeah.
You see Devil Jin because of Kudans. You never see actual Jin because actual Jin's a very different character.
Yep.
He's got like parries and shit, I think.
He's got stances.
Yeah, he's got stances and parries. And D-Jin is just straight up a Mishima. Tekken 3 Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know when they changed it, but that way. But this is the thing.
But after Tekken Finals, there was the reveal with
You want to talk reveals now?
Are we? Should we save reveals for at last, or?
I feel like Tekken 7's reveal was something.
I feel like we should do all the reveals together. Get all the tournament talk out of the way, and we'll talk all the reveals at the end.
So let's do fighters, right? Is that what happened after?
Yes. It was really long until Sonic Fox showed up. That's all I can really say about it. That's all I can really say about it. Is that
it took so long.
I don't think it should have been 3 out of 5.
No,
I don't. I understand there's bullshit in that game.
It wasn't though
until finals.
No, towards the end it was. Yeah, towards finals.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It was like it
was top 4. Top 4 was 3 out of 5.
That's just how EVO runs. That's
not like, this game should not they make adjustments for things like Smash. Honestly, they can make adjustments for here.
I think they need to shorten the timer for Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
180 seconds is ridiculous.
Mind you, a big patch recently came out, so stuff will probably change.
Default. I think the default should be like 100 at most.
Yeah, maybe tournament. Maybe
actually, no, I think 90. How long is the Marvel 3 timer?
But then,
I think it might have been
Marvel 3 is a bad
99.
comparison because those matches go by fast.
Oh, they go
That's what we want.
The issue is if you make the timer smaller, we're just gonna have more timeouts.
I'm okay with that.
No,
timeouts are hype, dude.
No, they're not.
I mean, when done correctly.
No,
I don't know, dude.
They just need to fix the damage.
Hungrybox almost timing out Armado was really fucking hype because Hungrybox HBox never times out. Never times out. Also,
you know what the last game that had? You know what the last like 2D fighter that had a bunch of timeouts was that people fucking hated?
Street Fighter 4 people loved it.
Tekken, and Street Fighter 4 post Elena super healing.
Okay, that
bullshit. Nobody likes timer scams in tournament play.
I think people like timer scams when they're close, when they're really close.
Yeah, but the people are usually playing normal. That just means both people are like really.
No, I'm
like,
talking about point. I'm talking like Shen versus Snake Eyes.
If you make
the that they're never hype.
If you make they are not hype. If you make Dragon Ball timeouts, dude, that's gonna be so fucking lame.
I think that they probably need to make some adjustments then to the game. I think it's just the way it is. 180 seconds is way too long. It already feels like everyone's. It already feels like every match is like a timing out every time.
That wasn't even what took long. It's just the damage scaling.
Yeah. Well, it's also the fact it's the damage scaling. It's the damage scaling on top of 180 seconds on top of the.
Well, the thing is, the 180 seconds never came into play because none of the matches, any of the matches were decided by a timeout to begin.
Yeah, but dude, there's no other.
If you make the timer smaller, it's still gonna be slow.
There's no other game that gives you that much time.
Pretty sure, like. Those aren't even real seconds.
Like 60 seconds.
It's not even real
like 60 seconds. Marvel's like, I don't know, like Marvel's pretty fast. I don't remember.
The timer is not the issue.
I'm not saying it's like the main issue, but I'm just saying like
I don't think that would solve anything. But regardless, I thought there were some pretty fucking hype moments in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox.
No Kami.
Sonic Fox.
No Kami, yeah.
No Kami, Goku Black. 3v1 comeback was probably the sickest thing I had ever seen live. And mind you, this is my first time seeing it live.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox was cool and very impressive, and Goichi's blocking very impressive, but that was expected. Watching No Kami come back with just Goku Black.
I might have.
Cell, Kid Buu, Zamasu. Well, I don't know anything about Zamasu. The only time I ever saw it was with Sonic Fox use him, but Cell and Kid Buu? Jesus.
I might have missed that one because like.
Did you fall asleep?
No, my ears were blasted.
He came back. Audio. He literally got blown up. His Android 21 gone. Cell touched of death, and then he just had Goku Black, and he had to fight through Cell, Kid Buu, Zamasu.
That sounds pretty cool, but I actually couldn't sit through a lot of Dragon Ball because the audio was like really bad. That's something we gotta talk about too. At some point was the venue acoustics were not very good. But yeah, I ended up missing a lot of Dragon Ball because like Quiet and I literally had to step out of the venue because ears started to hurt, dude. I had trouble hearing on my right ear. Like it was like fine during Melee, and then during Tekken got pretty bad, and then Dragon Ball got really bad. So I don't know what happened. I think they had, I don't know what was going on with their audio guy. It seems like they're having issues with like bouncing between. I noticed it was like fine during gameplay, but then every time between matches, it was like the music was always like really loud.
Oh man. I made that little video. I made that little like Twitter video of you like fucking. I
was like, I made a tweet. I was like, man, the stage acoustic, the bass of the stage acoustics is making my ears explode, Lamau. And like I think it was getting bad enough that like Max ended up retweeting it. I talked to Kenny about it. I was like, yeah, we had to sit up. They were like, yeah, we had to sit up way in the back because it was like getting pretty bad. So like, I don't know, man. They gotta figure that out because that's I watched some of like the stream VODs for some of the top 8 stuff, and the audio is great on stream.
Oh
man, I wish I was at home. I wish I was at that time. I wish I was back at the Airbnb, dude. I was like, dude, they got the better commentators. They got nice audio. You know, it was nice. I could have been watching from like a bed. It was nice. Right. It was so nice watching it from home.
Anyway.
But I think Dragon Ball was like pretty cool, I guess. When I personally felt like I found though, to be honest, that when it wasn't Sonic Fox versus Goichi, I wasn't really that interested in watching. Which might be unfair, but
the side switch though?
The side switch. Yeah,
I think that's a nothing thing.
The way, yeah, I think so too. I think also part of what contributes to the length of the games is also like the Japanese play style, which is play defensive and play perfect. And like you notice when Sonic Fox just goes in, so matches end very quickly when he's playing. But the way like Japanese players, they turtle up, and it is a contributing factor. It's like not to say that it's like bad, but I think it's that combined with like the damage scaling. So when you don't see Sonic Fox play, matches get drawn out pretty long. And I don't think they need to change their play style. It probably has something to do with like
I think it's the game
mechanics. I think it has something to do with the mechanics. And
they literally got to fix the damage.
Need to do more damage.
They literally need to do more damage.
Yeah. I'm okay with characters dying in 2 hits. I think I'm okay with not 1 hit. I think touch of death should only be a thing you have a lot of meter and the combo's really hard. But
touch of death should be only if you're willing to burn spark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should be. It should be.
Is what it is right now.
Yeah, it should be like hard and cost a lot of resources.
But I mean,
this character needs to die, right?
If you're gonna have the cinematic level 3s, and the person shouldn't get 3 guesses. If it's 2 level 3s, they should be dead.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think so too.
I don't play the game enough, so I might be wrong. But that's just how I
think for the spectator experience, like that would be better. And it's like I feel like Marvel 3 was kind of like that, and part of the reason why Marvel 3 is so fun to watch was you had to be super good at neutral because 1 touch was like death.
Yeah.
And that makes everything like
it's like high stakes, you know.
Yeah, it's not as great to play, I would say, unless you're like really into that.
Who really liked it. Like that stuff.
Yeah, unless you really like
Seth
if you're like Seth
loves Marvel 3.
Yeah. And I don't like. I think there's a kind of player who eats that. There are certain kinds of players who will eat that shit up, and that's like, to be fair, that's not everyone. I do think like I think for most people probably better if like I think like 1 meter 1 bar touch of death, or I don't know how Marvel 3 works. I'm not gonna say that.
Infinite TAC.
Yeah.
And that's where or 0 loops or Doom swag combos. Or
I think for casual play or like
I think
whatnot, it's not very good, but for spectator experience, it's amazing.
I think I think Dragon Ball needs MVCI's damage scaling.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They had a big patch. Stuff was added. Stuff was changed.
Yeah.
But you guys want to start talking about Street Fighter? We're kind of running late.
I mean, you guys can. I watched a little bit of Street Fighter from home.
Oh yeah, y'all left.
And then it was like, wow, this is taking longer than Dragon Ball.
I think. The problem
only because it's 3 out of 5.
The problem was fighters. The problem was fighters.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
That took the.
Apparently, everything was running late even before fighters, though. So it might have just been.
That's just EVO.
Planning.
Yeah,
that's
it just might have been like, but like really late. Fighters, Street Fighter started an hour late, a whole hour late.
Yeah,
a lot of people left.
Yeah,
that's because of Dragon Ball. That's 100% Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt
a
that
little bit
Street
of Tekken
Fighter was
because
also
Dragon Ball started late because Tekken, and Tekken probably started late because
Melee probably started late because of Guilty Gear. That's just EVO. I
think they just need to start planning this out or have less things on Sunday. Like, and they can't even. Yeah.
I think
so
part of it also is you never really know how long certain matches may run. Like you will never know if someone's gonna get reset or not. Also, like,
yes,
like for example. Like you have Melee, H-Box goes for a lot of timeouts. Sometimes he stalls a lot, and I'm saying this as someone who likes watching him, but a lot of people don't. But a lot of times when you got H-Box, you got something like H-Box versus Judat, in like I don't remember what tournament that was. It was a while ago, where Judat is a ICs player, and H-Box literally just dodges the hell out of like solo Sopo, and like it got to the point where Chudat literally decided to SD so he can get Nana back, and like that match alone took like like almost like 6 minutes.
So
you can never really know. Part of it is like the unpredictability of like sometimes you just don't know. Like Tekken, I don't think Tekken is as much as fault because Tekken is a game that goes by really fast, and it's also a best out of 3 until finals, and it's best out of 5, and even best out of 5 goes by super fast.
Yeah, because of damage.
Yeah, because damage and rage is the thing, and also like you only get 60 seconds, so even when timeouts happen, each round only lasts for about a minute at most. So that's why I think Tekken timeouts are like the hypest shit ever, because they're always like really close. And also because stages have walls, and Korean backdash isn't that broken. It's pretty broken, but it's not that broken. You know, this shit goes by really fast. But like, I don't know, Street Fighter is especially Street Fighter 5, as a slow, methodical game, and at a certain point, I felt like I know it wasn't actually as long as Dragon Ball. Sometimes it started feeling it was getting as long as Dragon Ball
because we were already tired.
Yeah, no, but
like Yipes and fucking LIJ were trying to hype everyone up, and glory to them. They're really good hype men, but there's only so much energy people can have after doing Cell's stream 10 different times.
Yeah. And it is also like a pretty slow game. So I kind of felt that, to be honest, like I kind of felt that Street Fighter didn't need to be best out of 5 the whole way through, because it also
Probably
felt like
saved it for top 8. Or top 4. Or not top 8.
Yeah,
top 4.
for finals. For winners and losers finals and grand finals. Because it's like the game takes like way longer than Tekken to run. And like just because of the way the game is.
Yep.
And not saying that's good or bad, but that's just how the game is. And it seems unfair that the second most popular, the game that is no longer the most popular game, is the one that gets 3 out of 5 out of everything. And whereas, like, well, it's a good thing Dragon Ball FighterZ doesn't have 3 out of 5 out of
I think
everything.
your logic just fell apart right in front of your eyes.
No, but like, holes you can get. Oh,
he's back.
Oh my god.
Welcome to SoCal Internet, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right,
Spectrum. So yeah, we're still recording.
Okay, what was I saying before?
Well, last time when I was hearing, I was hearing Jeff talking about like everything should be like even, like, okay, so the first the bottom 4 or whatever should be versus 2, and then the finals is
I feel the same.
Yeah.
I think thanks to Spectrum, we should just move on to reveals.
Yeah, I think at this point we kind of get it. Like, okay, you know, problem X1.
EVO.
Question. You guys think it's worth going back to finals next year, or just stream it?
No, I'm down with I'm down experiencing it once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if I decide to go again, I'll just buy another ticket. But
yeah,
at this moment in time, I'm pretty happy with what I got.
It's like tough because, like, dude, 2016 was amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing.
2016 was amazing, and I remember the first time I did the EVO podcast. One of the things was I felt that like the convention side of things was like kind of lackluster, but the venue side of like the main event, which was Sunday Grand Finals, made everything super worth it. And I've noticed a shift. I've noticed this weird shift from 2016 to 2017, 2018, where the convention side started getting better and better and better. But
maybe the finals, like, because for me it was amazing, but maybe the novelty wore off because you guys.
It's not just the novelty. Actually, I felt like there were quality issues. The biggest thing was the audio. That was the first thing. The audio. Actually, correction. Everything. The thing that was the worst part of by twofold was the audio. First of all, that sound mixing left me half deaf.
Yeah,
literally left me half deaf for the rest of the event. It was. I mean, bad enough that Max ended up retweeting me about it. And people were like, "Yeah, that shit is like changing my heartbeat." And like, like this time was like, it'll be a miracle if I walk out of this event with one of my ears intact. And it was bad. It was bad. Like I talked to Kenny, I was like, yeah, you were like, I mentioned earlier, yeah, we talked to Kenny, I was like, yeah, we had to sit in the back, the very back, because the speakers were way too loud. And so that was that. And then the other thing was the commentary, the house commentary, and this separating the house and stream commentary. Now I remember in 2016 there was like a bit of an echo on the stream mic, which was kind of sucked a little bit, but I think it was like forgivable compared to what they did this year, which was they had two separate commentators, one for the house and one for the stream. And I honestly felt like I had a better time, aside from being a part of the crowd, which is still the reason why you want to go. I had a better time watching Dragon Ball and Street Fighter on the stream than I did in the crowd because of like the commentary.
Yeah,
I felt like it made a really big difference. That and just the whole audio experience of like getting your ears blown out because of the bad audio balancing.
All right, but we're kind of running late because of the thing. So we yeah, well, I'm pretty happy with my experience, but I don't think I know if I want to do it again. But let's move on to reveals.
Yeah.
Well, we won't talk exactly. The Nintendo Direct came out today, but not all of us have.
We got debated on
it.
We got debated.
So let's talk about your debate. I heard y'all weren't happy with that.
Tekken.
Oh man, Tekken.
Before Tekken, I know no one went to the extra thing. Arc doing their own tour.
Yeah, well, tour.
Is that cool? I think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too.
I think it means that Arc is serious about taking their fighting game seriously. Maybe they're not all everyone's cup of tea, but the fact that they're supporting them.
Well, I mean, Summon of Power was such a big success. I don't see why not.
Also, wait, was there anything before?
But it's a BB tag, the DLC characters. Out Monday, which is practically like the closest they could do to being out now. Probably some Sony logistics playing a part in it. Turns out everyone had to wait that whole PSN update. By the way, Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Turns out only people who haven't bought them at all could have played them first. So.
Right.
Or people who went to the bar fights.
Right.
We won't talk about those characters because not everyone's played them, but that was a cool reveal. A new fate will intersect. Probably going to be Senran.
Yeah.
A new fate? No.
If it's fate, that'd be fucking sick, but I don't think
that's not gonna happen.
I think it could happen. I think it definitely could happen. Fate's a big franchise and stuff like that. But not with the color pink. Not with the color pink. Maybe the color white.
Question is who gets Saber?
Everyone will play Saber, and Seth will just be like, "Where's Altera?" Or he'll choose the Altera color scheme.
Yeah,
I'll pick Saber and choose the Mordred color scheme. Probably
they have that in Nitro Plus
or Nero.
They have that in Nitro
or Nero.
Plus.
Yeah, I'd pick Nero and go the Mordred color scheme.
I think Arc is making a real good name for themselves. So, now we can talk about Tekken.
Yeah.
Let's go in the order they revealed.
All right.
I lost my voice again. Hold on.
Let's go in the order they revealed. So do you all know the lore about
so Anna?
Why Anna looks like that?
Anna Williams.
So Anna is Nina Williams' sister. So
yeah,
Anna,
but do y'all know the lore of why she's in a funeral dress?
Weren't they both like cryogenically frozen or something like that? Or?
No.
She was going to get married to like I don't know, some sort of.
Oh, you're talking about the outfit. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the
and Nina stole her dress and assassinated her husband to be at the altar.
Yeah.
So Anna is pissed and gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. Okay. So that explains her introduction and dialogue in that trailer. Okay.
And her fucking widow's dress.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. I don't even play Tekken, and I think that's fucking like that kind of character stuff is cool.
I'm probably gonna pick her up just because, dude, that Radar though, She, like,
rocket launcher
launches you in the
I have
air,
a bad experience.
pulls out the bazooka, and then it's fucking the camera cuts in and it's on the scope, and he's like, yeah, fucking, I don't remember what she says, and then shoots him. I'm like, all right, I'm playing this character. I'm definitely.
Well,
that's
last time I pulled out a bazooka, I died to the stage floating up. So.
Yep.
No.
But I thought she was cool. I mean, other than that, it's Anna Williams.
Yeah.
She looks cool. I like the bazooka part too. But yeah, all in all, she's still.
I might make a custom outfit because I'm not super into the whole like goth girls look. I guess. Well, I know it's funeral costumes. I think that's more like Grim
she
Roberts
got a reason
thing.
to be goth.
Yeah, no, but I think that's more like Grim Roberts thing than mine. But I'm down to play her. We'll see if I can fuck around with like custom outfits and shit because I like doing that.
Yeah.
What was the next character? What was his name?
Lei
Wulong. I don't know his name. I'm a dirty early 17er.
He is really cool because he's got a lot of stances and
highly requested character too.
Yes,
lots of people want him back.
Yeah. So he's a classic character, man.
Yeah, good on Bandai Namco bringing.
Do you know what his lore is?
No idea.
He's a cop, but
he wants to meet Lucky Chloe. He's a big fan.
Really?
Oh man, fucking Eddie Gordo would hate the fuck out of him then.
There was a demon sighting at the top of a fucking Tekken Tower or whatever. I don't know what it's called. And he's investigating it because there's a chance he could meet Lucky Chloe.
Oh man.
Are you for real? Is that for real? Is that for real?
That's what I have been told. I wouldn't doubt it. If they can make Eddie Gordo the background dancer.
Harada does what Harada wants.
If he did what other people want, we'd get Kiryu and not Negan.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Talk about that.
Dude, how many people do you think got debated by that bat thinking it was Majima?
I mean,
if you hear the whistling, that's like dead giveaway.
Well, for someone who doesn't watch Walking Dead, I saw the bat and I was wondering, I was like,
is that Majima?
Really?
Majima? Is this Majima?
Fucking butterfly meme. Is this Majima?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like
in all regions.
I'm not like super salty. That was like it was Negan, and
I was kind of bummed. I'm
disappointed.
I'm kind of bummed out. Yeah.
I'm disappointed because, like, dude, a Yakuza character would be so good. They could make it work. It's so easy. Just be like, dude, you put in Kiryu, it's like, oh, dude, he's a Cosma. He's related. I mean, maybe the guild's related. They can make it if they can retcon. If they can write in that Lars, that fucking Lars and Noctis are friends. They can totally write in that Kiryu's like somehow, or like Kiryu's clan is somehow related to the Cosmos in Tekken. They can totally make it work. Or if they don't put in Kiryu, like it fucking. And like they could still use that excuse, and like Kiryu's the one that sent like Majima to protect him or some shit. I don't fucking know. They totally can make it work.
They could, but the thought process apparently is of people, because there seems to be no logical reason not to put him in there, because Sega has outrightly say, "Yeah, we loved it. We would love it. That'd be awesome. Let's do it." And then maybe Harada just doesn't like Yakuza?
Doesn't like Sega. I don't know.
Or doesn't like Yakuza.
I find that very hard to believe because Tekken and Yakuza have like very similar levels of hokiness.
Hokiness, yeah.
Very similar levels. Very similar levels of hokiness in stories that are supposed to be pretty serious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, who knows?
I don't know. Harada's the same person that put a fucking chibi dinosaur in Tekken 3.
Yeah. But Yakuza man who beats up thugs in the fucking streets, not good enough.
Apparently not. Apparently not so. But Yoda and Darth Vader and Soul Calibur 4, good enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably that is probably the most. Okay, so when Negan was announced, I have heard through videos, through like mobs and stuff, people like making noises. I've never heard a group go, huh?
Yeah.
Like a whole stadium of people cheering from the high that is Anna Williams and Lei Wulong to going, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, yeah, what?
Well, I mean, we all had the same reaction, right?
Including Wooly.
Including
Wooly.
I was like, what? I was like, I wasn't mad. I was really confused. I was extremely confused. Like some people are like, oh man, I love the salt on Twitter about people getting mad. I think most of us are honestly just really confused where it came from. Apparently, it was because Walking Dead's like really popular in Japan. And
Probably.
like Negan's the one who like, I don't know,
Most
apparently like killed the Korean guy.
Yeah.
And something like that. I don't know. That's what Quiet said. That's what Quiet said.
Spoilers for anyone who cares about Walking Dead.
Edit that out. Bleep it out.
Spoilers.
I don't even watch the show. That's just what Quiet told me.
That's like Red Wedding style things. You know about it even if you don't watch the show.
Yeah, I've never seen the show. That's what I heard. So I guess I got spoiled too.
Yeah, bitch.
I get spoiled. You get spoiled.
We all get spoiled because I got spoiled.
But did you want to say something about it, Zawarudo, with Walking Dead and Tekken?
With Walking Dead, I stopped like around maybe season 3, 4, I forget when, but I was gonna say maybe Harada was like looking around with his fellow like business friends, and he's like, what is Kojima doing? Oh, he got someone to watch it. I'll do the same.
One of my favorite tweets is like I think Juicy Yoshi posted this tweet about which character am I gonna put into Tekken today? He throws a dart. All right, there we go. All right, Negan it is.
Yeah.
I literally like there was like I think
there was a tweet. I found the retweet hell when Harada's like, who do you want to see in Tekken 7?
There's one person.
Someone said Negan from Walking Dead, and that tweet got blown up.
Dude, my tweet about, hey, no one asked for Negan, right? And then Kenny told me it was like, oh, it was one guy. I thought he was talking about himself, but maybe it was that one guy.
No, there was actually a guy.
It was one guy.
2016 or some shit.
Yeah. Just said Lamau.
And the guy's response is like, where'd you get this power?
Oh man.
Oh my
God. Anyway, he's in there. I'm curious now. I mean, I would like to try him out just cause.
Personally, I am excited for the stupid outfits that people are gonna put on him.
Oh yeah. The stupid parts. They're
gonna put like a clown suit with the underwear, clown suit, shower on top of the head, green afro, and what's the lifesaver?
Yeah. The laser sword, or whatever we call it.
Yeah, and a laser sword.
Yeah,
and grass growing.
Oh, and the flag with the waifus on it.
Yeah. Yes. That'll be the ultimate Negan costume that we will see at the Tekken Master Cup, Korea Master. No, was it Korea Master? Not Korea. It was just a we will see at the Tekken Master Cup next year in Japan. Because that is the one place where all custom costumes are allowed and items are allowed.
Oh my god!
So you'll see people dying from like guns,
shotguns and stuff.
Yeah, shotgun, pizza throw.
The Akuma shotgun combos are so good.
Oh man. But anyway, Negan's in there, and we'll have to see how he plays. And I'm curious now. As much as I'm bummed out,
if he plays like Majima, I'm gonna uninstall the game.
He's gonna play like Frank West, dude. He's gonna throw in zombies in there and stuff.
I'm okay with that.
Honestly, maybe people also thought it was Frank West because
I mean, Max really thought it was Frank West.
They already got Capcom characters in there.
Max jokingly called him Frank West.
Yeah,
should have been Leon.
Leon, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I think the next reveal for fighters, cooler, right? So
that was sick.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Can I just say that all of the trailers should have been like that? That should have been like the base Goku Vegeta trailers. Like
Replaying parts of the anime instead of just 20 seconds of every move, and you're trying to find out what's the auto combo.
Yeah, like the whole reenacting like classic Dragon Ball was the coolest thing ever. Legit the coolest thing ever. I wish all the trailers were like that, but instead we get Bun and Namco trailers, which, you know, as we see from Soul Calibur. That's also one thing you have to talk about. Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Because I forgot Sung
Oh fuck! I
forgot about revealed. Yeah,
dude, the way Sung Mina was revealed was sick. The fact that it was like Astaroth trailer.
Boom.
Oh,
boom,
but by the way, Sung Mina, you thought we weren't gonna put our Echo Fighters in here? Fuck you. I like.
I think she's gonna be a problem. Probably.
I like her underboob. It's intact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Her underboob is indeed intact.
And her loincloth.
And her loincloth. Which is probably gonna fall off in combat because that's how it works in Soul Calibur 5.
Dude,
we're going back. We're going back.
What?
Going back to the pervert days of Soul Calibur.
You know what's sick? Back on Soul Calibur topic of breaking clothes. Apparently this was brought up. I don't know. It was during during the Geico stream when Max was on it. I don't know if it was Wooly or one of the wrestlers or Tasty Steve or someone. They brought up 2B would be perfect because, you know, between rounds their clothes break off. Well, guess what? 2B already has a damaged model.
Yeah.
To her outfit, so it would fit. The skirt would come off. People will intentionally lose one round to look at that ass. Just like people intentionally self-destructed.
Yep.
Not me.
Yep.
No, you did it for the little boy.
No.
With the shoulder shorts.
And I ain't going to jail. You can go to jail.
There is no jail in that universe.
But we're not in that universe.
Well,
I paid with it with legal
anyway, don't forget to mention Astaroth, who looks fucking sick.
Dude, Astaroth looks like Garage Hellscream. Let me pull up a picture.
Astaroth looks really hype. I'm excited for him.
He looks good.
I'm not gonna play him probably because, you know me, I
might fuck around with him, but yeah.
I play waifus. I feel like Astaroth is a Hawk character.
I might fuck around with him
because grabbles.
Yeah. You got some cool stuff, but yeah, I'll try.
Out. Astaroth is like the definition of hype. He's super fucking hype.
Fucking Garage House.
Oh, I see that.
It's the shoulders, dude. The fucking shoulders.
Trying to look for that picture.
I don't know. Super World of Warcraft.
That thing on Astaroth, it kind of made me go like, huh. The design, kids, don't look there, kids. But there's something poking out that wants to say hi.
Kids. Look there.
No, don't look there.
No, look at his face. That's terrifying, right? I mean, don't look. Just don't look. Forehead.
I don't know. Astaroth looks more pleasing to the eye than when you look at Voldo and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. Nipple spikes, dog.
I hate Voldo.
You knew he was gonna come back though.
I know he deserves to come back. I still hate him.
That's cool. He's just there. He's just there for the troll players.
Yeah.
And Eris.
Put fucking fake dicks on him, like Kenny.
Oh no! The worst part is putting fake dicks on Astaroth because he has. Oh, here's the thing. He has an SPD. So
no, but
when you grab someone,
has a pelvic
when you SPD was Astaroth, you will get banned from Xbox Live.
It doesn't matter.
Straight up get banned from Xbox Live.
Pelvic thrust launches in the air and it's sticking straight up.
Yeah, well, one of them, you can actually penetrate the other person. So
it does penetrate.
Problem.
You go so high. Anyways, they should not bring back the dicks.
Let's just agree that they're both problems.
They're both problems. I don't like both characters. The closest character that's kind of Unga that I like to play is Lizard Man. Voldo and fucking Astaroth are Unga ass characters. Yeah, you see that gif?
Oh no, they definitely are.
Good lord.
Oh,
but anyway,
they deserve to be in there.
Yes.
We're missing Cassandra and Cervantes.
Yes.
And hopefully
They're coming back. Cassandra and Cervantes are coming back for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're also missing that other Chinese person.
Oh, Yoon Sung. Oh no, he's
Yoon
Korean.
Sung?
But yeah,
No, Yoon Sung's Korean.
yeah, he's Korean.
You might be thinking of Huang. The one that before Yoon Sung, the one Yoon Sung replaced.
Lee Long.
Lei Long? Is that him?
Lee Long? I don't know.
Lei Long? Ow! Fuck! I hit my arm on my hitbox. Not like it's sitting on my lap. It's sitting off to the side and me moving my arm.
Oh. Well. Anyway,
Smush.
That was debated.
That's
anyway, that was debated. But anyway, no, I want to talk about Street Fighter.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna start with how awkward and fucking weird the G reveal is.
Yeah, the guy with the costume and shit.
I've heard that it was weird and then it grew up. Well, I watched Max's reaction because I wasn't actually there to see it. I was on a really questionable lift ride home.
I turned to Hawk and said, I turned to Hawk and said this would make sense if we knew who the character was, and it'd be really cool if we heard his voice. But this is a newcomer. And it's fucking weird. Turns out the character's just fucking weird.
Yep.
Apparently his story is he's fucking weird and he makes YouTube videos. And he's fucking weird. And Rashid's like, yo, we should do a collab and make you big.
So you're
and he's
saying...
just fucking weird.
He's saying that...
Wait, was that his story mode?
Yes.
That's what I was told his story mode
was. You're telling me that Q is a YouTuber. He's like kind of cute, but not really. He's like sort of cute.
It's cute.
They're like alluding.
No.
To being Q. I think.
No.
Question mark.
No. G becomes Q, and then he starts a platform called QTube.
QTube. Get out. We're ending this spot. Fuck, I'm leaving right now. I'm leaving.
All right, what do you got to say about G? I'm enough complaining about how weird he is.
No, I mean, I think he looks interesting. I mean,
his moveset's cool.
Yeah,
he's got some Q moves actually.
He's got some Q moves.
Some moves from Q, yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if he's Q or not, but it definitely feels like
he's related in some way.
Related to him some way, yeah.
He has a similar costume with Q.
Maybe they're clones or something. I don't know. Maybe they're all just fucking clones like Abel. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
He's some sort of president of some sort.
The Earth.
He is the Earth.
President of the ass.
Yeah. He's got if you ever...
His face looks like a bird.
He's got the...
You heard that one, right? In his Japanese voice,
the
English makes it sound like he says ass.
Yeah. Ass.
Power of the ass. Oh god.
Yeah, he's got like countries like flowing around in his arms and shit. In gold.
Are we sure this is not Go Member from a different universe?
Yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah. I love gold. And he likes the smoking a pancake.
Oh, what?
And he's and then he's Dutch, which Dr. Evil hates. Or actually, everyone in Austin Powers hates because apparently Dutch people are evil. But anyway,
Dutch people are evil. Heard it here first, folks.
Hey, that's Austin Powers. It's an Austin Powers reference, all right.
We're not making it up.
Yeah, G is just G.
G is just G. Yeah.
That's all I can really say about him because he's.
But weird. So far, he's got some dirty mix-ups. I mean,
I've seen the videos. I'm like, that he's no.
He was definitely animated by the Minot animators though, because his. Unlike Cody, his motions look very smooth.
Yeah, they look very. It has personality to him.
Doesn't look kind of like stiff and weird looking. Like I like Cody. I'm glad he's in the game. And that Cody docky sold out so fast. That guy probably filled a full docky of money selling those.
Yeah.
That guy or girl?
Girl.
Girl.
I actually wanted to pick up a Dizzy print from her, but I never got to it.
Apparently, she went and had to get more dockies.
Oh man.
She sold out day one. I was like, I gotta go get more of these right now.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
People are fucking weird.
People are fucking weird. Just like G.
I don't blame them.
Just like G.
No, just like
yeah. And you know who isn't weird though? Fucking Sagat coming out with that tiger though.
He looks he looks like, okay, first of all, his default design, best design.
Yeah.
Second of all, the fact that his moveset literally is just every Sagat move I've ever seen. Cool. He's not even remixed like Sakura or Ibuki or any of this. He's just like, nope. Tiger shots, tiger knee, tiger uppercut, big limbs.
Yeah. It's Sagat, man. And I think that's cool. And so far, it seems like it's, you know, his gameplay is pretty promising. Bonchan is already rocking it, so.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely see some Sagat action, and at least in Capcom Cup, so that's good. And the fact that those two characters came out at the same time, that's a good call, you know, and that's something that a lot of people wanted, and they did it. So that, you know, for now, good on them. And yeah, and you know, I think he looks cool so far. I'm glad he's back in there, back in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think we're getting more Street Fighter characters after him.
Oh yeah, we're definitely.
Give me Makoto, but don't make her bad.
Oh man, they're gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to step it up.
They gotta get the same model. Get the same modeler who worked on Minatsu Makoto, please, please. Don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it for me like a lot of the other characters got ruined.
Do you think we're gonna get 8 on now?
8 on.
No, thank you.
Now that Sagat's in, they're both. Is 8 on tied to wanting to trump Sagat in
Muay Thai.
being the Muay Thai master?
Yeah.
But Sagat decided to go live with the tigers and the children.
Something like that. That sounds about right.
I just wish my character was in the costume. She was an actual character.
Yeah, didn't you mean Ingrid?
Yeah.
Rip.
Fuck you, Karen. Even though I did main you in the early days.
Yeah.
Was Street Fighter 5. But Ingrid, please. Cry.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's probably not gonna happen.
Maybe Oro might make it.
Oro could.
He was in the
Hey, his arm could like not be fucked up because it'll be in 3D this time.
I thought his arm wasn't fucked up. I thought he just...
No, I mean as in like you know how the third strike sprites are like jarring because every time you swap sides the arm changes and it's like weird. It's really weird. I know because it's sprites. Maybe they can make it work in 3D and do some Tekken magic.
No, he's really just so good. He's actually re-switching his arms, which one's tied behind.
That's dumb. That's so dumb. No, that's dumb.
He's that
I mean, that's what he did with Hellboy and Injustice 2 with his arm.
Well, in Injustice, you can I think you can stance swap or something. Oh no, that's Mortal Kombat. I don't know if you can do that in Injustice.
You can.
You can, but still.
Why?
I don't know what it does though.
Why is that still a button in NRS game?
Maybe it changes I don't know. We'd have to ask
I don't think
the
so.
NRS player who isn't here right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. But anyway, Sagat is back. So all of the characters have been revealed or have been released, excuse me, for season 3. And maybe we can see some hints or some teasers for season 4, which is Rare 5. I'm looking forward to that. But we'll probably E-Honda. Yeah, E-Honda. Whoa, dog.
Dog? What?
Jesus Christ.
Oh. I was like, dog? Where? Oh.
Good lord. He probably wants that Makoto. The dog wants the Makoto.
He's like me.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for reveals. So I think we should just quickly wrap it up with what we did for the Knights. I
think honestly we should do what we did last night because of Spectrum, and wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's a lot later than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But if you want, we can talk a little more about it next podcast. Since we're gonna try to be doing them more consistently than this bi-monthly schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be super down if Spectrum didn't decide to turn off your internet for
15 minutes, 30 minutes.
50 minutes. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I was able to go look for some food, get my phone charger. I was able to get NP5 Assassin Scath.
Oh my god.
So I started farming the gay Buldrick because whenever you got disconnected. So
yeah.
What the fuck, Spectrum?
Thanks, Spectrum. Thanks for Spectrum for eating up my time. Literally.
Fucking up the podcast. Everybody tweet at Spectrum saying thanks for fucking up the podcast.
Yeah.
Don't even say which podcast. Just say the podcast.
The podcast.
Because I'm pretty sure they fucked up more than just ours.
Yeah. And put hashtag fuck Spectrum. Gotta love Spectrum. But anyway, thanks to them, we gotta wrap it up. So thank you guys so much. I guess we can take this time to announce something. So if I haven't said, or in case you guys haven't heard already, you listeners, what we're doing is trying to be a little more consistent with these podcasts. So what we're gonna do is gonna have smaller episodes or shorter episodes, or when I mean short, I mean probably
not 3 hours like this one probably.
Or just have one topic or two, depending on what we want to talk about. And
this was the EVO episode.
Yeah, this is the EVO episode.
It's gonna be longer.
Yeah. And also just have fewer people, just so that we don't have to worry about people's schedules as much. We just be all right, we're in there.
Consistency.
Put consistently put out more podcasts and stuff like that, so we can stay out in here on a weekly, and we can definitely have the big boy episodes, so we can have all the guys in here, and just some episodes talking about certain stuff, maybe the big topics or whatever, and then the small episodes will consist of more interesting topics, or just things that we don't normally talk about in previous episodes. So maybe we can talk about just one anime, or just one movie or something. I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll play around with the topics and stuff like that. But please look forward to that. We'll try to come out with more episodes and stuff like that, especially for those who listen to it on SoundCloud or iTunes or whatever. We're definitely on there. So if you want to check us out there, all the links will be in the description below. And thank you for tuning in. Sorry for just cutting it off all of a sudden because of Spectrum. Again, really apologize for that.
We want the podcast to be more consistent than Spectrum's fucking internet.
Yeah. Anyway, if you have any comments about the stuff we talked about, like EVO and the top 8 stuff and the EVO experience, what would you like to see better or be improved for next year? Leave it down below. Hit the thumbs up and all that fun stuff, and subscribe and all that. And also, like I said, we're trying to do smaller episodes or shorter episodes so we can do weekly releases and stuff. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. And until then, we'll see you in the next podcast.
Wait.
What?
Keeters, where can we find your art and stuff?
Oh yeah.
I mostly post on Twitter at twitter.com/Keeters_, since Keeters was already taken. I should probably dispute that, because I'm pretty sure the guy who has my username hasn't logged on in ages. So I might be able to dispute that. Who knows? But Keeters underscore is my Twitch. I also stream on Twitter. On Twitch? Excuse me. Let me rewind that.
Rewind.
Twitter.com/Keeters_, Twitch.tv/Keeters. Most of everything is Keeters unless it's Instagram or Twitter, or I have an underscore after Keeters. That's KEETERZ. Everything else is KETERZ.
Mm-hmm.
No underscore. That's how you can find me. I plan on streaming a lot more. I'm took the last couple days off because, as you can tell, my voice is pretty hoarse, and I've been out of the entire group. I've slept the least since I was in like doing Artist Alley, and like I had to get up at ungodly hours to do Artist Alley. But you can probably hear me talk about that when I open up the stream again pretty soon, whatnot. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Cool, awesome. We'll have that. We'll have that information all in the description box below.
Also, I guess I forgot. I am going to be opening up my Patreon and online shops pretty soon, so you'll find information on that on my Twitter.
Hey.
I pretty much post everything there. So
yeah,
if you want to support me, yeah, that's going to be a thing soon.
All that information will be in the description box below. All the links, I mean, so you can check them out there. So, all right.
Put it in annotations all over the screen.
Oh man, what? This ain't 20. I'm on. This is the 2010s, dog. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.
I can finally buy charms from Peters and just hang.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.